How's it going, everybody? Andrew here.
And Caleb.
And Connor.
Welcome to LCR
Lights, camera, reaction.
49.
Wow. One more.
One more. It
We
pisses
can
us
smell
off
it.
that it's not 52. You know, it's not a full year. We had those, Caleb and I took those 2 weeks off to like prep everything.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we were already... Christmas was what, episode 5, 6?
Yeah.
Past us already?
Well, no,
Yes,
like
Aquaman
6.
was the last one, and then we went on our hiatus.
Right. I was just saying as far as like timing out when the first one was.
Yeah, so look out for our celebration of 1 year.
Because if anything, Aquaman was like the Christmas movie we watched.
So celebration will be what? Then?
Next week.
Okay.
Like the next
okay,
podcast.
right.
So, but we got one more. This is going to be kind of like a mixed bag. We got some news to talk about. Then we got some movies. We're going to catch up on smaller movies that haven't made it yet into podcasts. So
It's not as big as Gemini Man,
Don't really know what to call this one at this point.
the catch-up episode.
yeah,
ketchup.
but spell it as ketchup.
It's
That-
just going to
yeah,
be...
it's
And
I
then
would
and then
like
the thumbnail is just a picture of ketchup.
It's going to be
Yeah, it's
all
a poster
of
of
us.
a ketchup
it's
bottle.
going to be Photoshopped of all of us in red bottles.
No, we should have the different colors of ketchup,
Ew. Stop it.
like purple and green and blue and no.
All right, we're going to
I
talk
don't know
about
what that means.
Nickelodeon, but we
Are
don't
you
need to bring
too
up the
young
Nickelodeon
for that?
catch-ups.
Probably. Do you have different colored ketchup?
It was
other
like
than red?
mid-2000s.
You don't remember that?
You remember the purple,
Hold
the
on.
green?
Different
Everybody
colored
at home.
ketchups.
Also, what have you been doing to your mic?
You son of a...
Did I do something to it?
Yeah, you're...
Color ketchup.
This is
How do I
a
say stuff?
This is a curse-free podcast.
Dude,
We're not
how-
cursing at all the entire 3 hours of this podcast.
And they tasted so weird.
You hell no! I'm not eating that.
You've never had those before.
No, that looks like I'm eating crayons.
I think that was the aesthetic they were going
Boo! I remember seeing this, but I never got them.
But how is everybody enjoying Disney Plus?
Yes, Disney Plus.
Yay! Feed into the system, everyone.
We've come to the conclusion that we
You know
probably
you
will
love it.
No.
we will have a video talking about The Mandalorian when the entire season is done.
Yes.
Is there?
But I guess we could share our initial thoughts because we actually just finished the second episode. What are we feeling so far about it?
Of the show?
Yes.
It's freaking adorable. You know what? No spoilers just yet for episode 2.
I feel
Or do we want
like
to talk
Nah,
about it?
fuck it. It'll almost be
is-
out for a week.
the spoilers from here on out for the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
And for everything.
There's
honestly.
really only one big spoiler, and I feel like
Yeah.
there's been 1,000
yeah.
articles written about it. I'm sure you know.
baby
it. You've
fucking Yoda.
Baby Yoda. You've seen the pictures. You're like, is that real? It is real.
Yes, it is, and it is very cute.
Do you think they could bring in anything else that would be this like crazy?
In
Into the show.
I'm sure
Yeah.
they will. I'm sure
I mean-
they will. This is just the beginning.
No, I mean like as big as like Baby Yoda. Because like Baby Yoda's a big deal.
They could bring in.
Like Baby Jar
I would
Jar.
like to say that I called that there would be
Oh,
a
yeah.
Yoda. I called. It was a joke.
It was bullshit, but
but
yeah.
at the same time, I'm like, it could be.
Because at the end of episode 1, you know, when you were all like, okay, it's a baby. And I don't remember what Matt says. And I'm like, yo, what if it's like another baby hut?
Right.
And then,
Yeah,
Thought it
when
was
you
Jabba.
see,
yeah,
when you see the
not like
green.
Jabba, but
Well,
I
like
thought it was like,
his
yeah, his race.
species, yeah.
And then Connor was like, nah, it's going to be Yoda.
I'm like, nah, man, it's gonna be Yoda. They're bringing him back.
And then they literally did.
And it's the shot where you see him, but you see the ears.
Yeah.
I'm like, I said,
They
did
like
I just call that?
unfold, right?
Connor, go buy a lottery ticket right now.
They like wiggle or something because he's like, oh my god, it's a human.
What'd you say?
They like his ears like unfold, right?
Yeah, it's like a back shot. It's like the camera's like behind his head.
Like
And then-
right, like you could barely see the outline of his ears.
Yeah. But like that is what the episode needed because like it set up this underground world.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was kind of bored a little bit by the first episode.
Like it was.
Really?
I liked the opening,
Like it has to set up. Most first episodes for shows are not gonna be great.
but then the very last they have to hook you at the very end. Like the first episode of
big
Watchmen
hook.
was like it was good, but then like that last shot, you're just like, fuck. Where's episode 2?
I do feel like Watchmen just did a great job of just like being so mysterious and confusing.
And so,
So I
it's
do
just-
feel like Watchmen had more to bring up because we've only had the book, the movie, and now there's I want to check it out, a DC crossover, and that's the
Right.
only thing we
yeah,
have,
yeah,
Watchmen. Whereas Star Wars, we have all this shit.
yeah.
So they still had stuff to build up.
What
on.
is canon anymore?
Right. Disney shooting themselves in the foot, realizing that they shouldn't have done that. But
You just make everyone mad doing that shit.
But overall, I like just like I think George Lucas said it, and that's when now everybody's saying it is that like Star Wars now belongs on TV, and especially after watching the second episode, like Connor said,
that was a quote. He said that.
Yes, he said that. He said
said
Star
it
Wars.
recently?
Yeah, I think he said it recently in an article.
And it's great because, like, you get to explore all these like little things that you wouldn't have time to in the movies.
This episode was like dedicated to Jawas. Like we just kind of got to hang out with Jawas when we only saw them in episode 4 for a few minutes. Like
The most I've seen from John was before this is in the Lego games.
right, like they just they're there. They're they're famous for their one-liner.
Is that really the only time we see a Jawa? Is episode
Maybe
4?
episode 2.
I feel like we saw not like a flock of them, but like one of them would be like
Maybe, but like not like in there.
George is like, remember this?
Do they have just one planet, or do they?
Well,
That's
like
the thing. We didn't know if that was Tatooine or not.
I don't think
They're
it is.
different looking Jawas.
I don't. Yeah, they're different looking Jawas, and this planet isn't as sandy. You know, it's not as.
It's
desert.
like a little,
and it's a lot more. Tatooine's like a lot more flat in a lot of places. This just seems like hills and craters.
It's like
And we didn't see.
It's like the Grand Canyon, but a whole planet.
We didn't see the two suns either. We saw
No.
one sun. They could have been hiding it.
That's a good indicator.
Yeah,
If anything, I'd want to hide it.
We should have
until,
done
like, the very
research
end.
coming in.
yeah. All the fanboys yelling at us.
Like, hey,
You
Did
don't
you
know
not
anything.
how did you
read
miss
the
this
article?
one line in the first episode?
But Pedro Pascal, from Game of Thrones,
Pedro.
from
Not Peter.
What else?
I
has
said
he been
Pedro.
in?
Sounds like you said Peter.
I said Pedro Pascal.
Peter.
From Kingsman, The Golden Circle. He is really good in it, and I don't know when we're gonna get a face reveal, if any.
Eventually,
Right.
we're gonna get a love interest. Cause
Yeah, I
it's
wonder when
been
she's
in-
playing. She's gonna play a part.
Right? I want to see her. She's hot.
You're not a
Samantha's
fan?
arms.
I don't know.
Why
It's not a lot of love in Star Wars. you know?
Oh, of a love story. I mean, they
Yeah.
could not do a love
I
story.
mean,
Yeah, is it confirmed it's a love story?
That's how. No, but she's the love interest. It looks like. I'm pretty sure they
you
like.
don't know.
I'm
Could
pretty
be
sure
like brother sister.
George. We're looking at you, buddy.
Oh shoot, yeah.
Have you seen that short film of making fun of like George Lucas and how he came up with the ideas of everything for episode 4?
I think Jacob has told me about it, but I don't think
They
I've ever
showed it
seen
in our film class. I think it was film history, so I don't know if like you saw it, but
I hated my film.
it's
history
like 10
teacher.
minutes. It's like 10 minutes long. It's on YouTube. Just look up like I forget what it's called though. But the guy that plays George looks exactly like a young George Lucas. It's really scary. But it's pretty funny. It's humorous. So look out for that.
But yeah, so
Sunday.
we had like after the second episode, we had a theory that somehow this was going to connect with the most recent Star Wars episode from release date issues, but we don't know if that's the case because
It does time out perfectly.
it times out perfectly for leading up to episode 9 and then ending it, like an
Right.
episode right afterwards.
Because if they didn't mess around and just did a traditional release schedule, then it would have came out a week after. Because they dropped 2 episodes in 1 week, and now they're going on to that. So it does feel like they're definitely trying to time it that way.
You
on
think about
purpose.
it. Baby Yoda is 50. Supposedly this takes place 5 years after the last Return of the Jedi. So that means Baby Yoda was 45. And that's when Yoda dies in that movie. And then we said it's about 30 years between 6 and 7.
Yeah, iffy.
Yeah, it would be 35 to 40.
Yeah. So it's just, you're just kind of wondering, because you brought up the point, are they going to kill off Baby Yoda? Because there's no reference to this Yoda in the new movies.
What if he gives Yoda back to the Yodas? To his people at the end.
We've never seen their people.
I know,
Yeah.
but what if we do?
I feel like
what
this,
if he leads them back home?
I feel like this is going to explore the Yoda origin.
All right, this is the bigger question. Do we see E.T.'s race in Star Wars ever again?
Dude, what if they bring that back?
Because that'd be
I would fucking
the
lose
biggest
my
nightmare
shit.
of my life.
I forgot you hate E.T.
No, I only hate him because I fear him.
But I love that's probably one of my favorite cameos, and
That was great.
it's in the Phantom Menace,
Yeah,
right?
and they're in the Senate.
Yeah.
They're like
Oh yeah.
Because
like
George Lucas
right in
and
the
Steven
corner.
Spielberg are good pals. So,
I gotcha, Steven.
But yeah, so I mean, I love the soundtrack. I love the look of it. I love the feel.
Ludwig.
I love the scale. It's definitely small. It's obviously going to pick up and be
Looks like it
more
has a
epic,
budget.
but
Yeah.
it looks like a fucking
It's shot
movie.
pretty well.
My only complaint is that the episodes are really short.
Yeah.
Was this episode shorter than the first
I
one?
almost think it was.
I think it was. I
Like,
think it was like 5 to 10 minutes shorter.
yeah, like I think the first episode's like 40 minutes. This might have been like almost like 35,
was 35,
32 or
yeah.
something like that. Like it's just a little short for me. Like it's still amazing and I love it. I'm just like, damn.
Honestly, I
for,
would've-
if for every, because it was what rumored like 15 million per episode. So
Probably.
$15 million
mean, you
gets you
saw-
only like 30 minutes of footage.
You've
It's pretty
seen the
insane.
creatures that they've like had to freaking animate.
I mean, they
so
could be
far.
trying to stack like the end of the season. Hopefully,
Yeah.
Kinda like a Game of Thrones
Yeah.
things where they're a lot longer.
I
This
hope
one was
so.
way more low key in terms of production. Really,
The only thing they had was
is
the
the sandcrawler and the monster.
yeah,
the beast.
the first one had like
beast.
the ice creature, and
They had the thing come out from underwater and
Yeah.
attack the ship.
that's what I was talking
Oh,
about.
okay.
Like that was like the
And then they
underwater.
he's like wrangling the thing.
Yeah, a lot.
That
of
wasn't
that.
Oh,
that
the-
great of CG in my
The
opinion. It looked
piranha
pretty
looking
rough.
things.
Yeah, that whole shootout that was pretty fun.
Yeah.
And is that robot that was practical, right? Like that was
Oh, that kid no, not.
like in some shots though.
Really? You think so?
I think so.
Okay.
Like when he's kind of like just kind of standing there.
I mean,
and,
yeah,
like
that's
turning
easy.
his head.
That's
like
true.
that's pretty easy to
Yeah.
make a robot out of that. Like
Yoda.
So what else on Disney Plus? What are we looking for?
Yeah, so what I was going to ask is how you guys feeling about the initial slate of what we have?
Well, so
And what are they missing that
Caleb-
you'd like to see?
was up. You were still in Illinois when Disney Plus dropped, right?
Yes.
I was what?
You were in Illinois when Disney Plus
Yeah.
dropped, yeah. So like Connor, Matt, and I, like we just looked literally through like everything, TV and movies.
Yeah, you'd think there'd be like more, but it didn't take too long to like
Well,
look through everything.
Not even that, but like they show stuff that's not even on there.
Which is really
Oh,
it's
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
actually annoying.
It is because you're just
honestly.
like, oh, dude, Thor Ragnarok. You
You're
click
like,
on it, not available
Oh,
till
great. We have 6 months to wait.
yeah. Like remember I showed him
Dude,
the
what-
one movie that came out. It's
what
coming out
was
next year. It's like what was it called? You recognize the movie? It was the kid that like lies about moving,
Oh, yeah. I don't remember the
like
name.
The Big Lie or something.
Yeah, something
Yeah.
like that.
Anyway, it's a Disney movie.
Comes out in December of 2020, right?
Yeah.
Or that like Homeward Bound.
Yeah, the
original.
Homeward Bound movies come out in like like July or something. Like it's just weird that they're advertising movies that aren't even on there yet.
Maybe they only put it on there right now when everyone's coming on at first.
To
And then they'll be like, oh, it's coming. And then they'll take it off just to like quit blue ballsing people.
yeah,
So,
it's weird because it is very misleading. Because if you want to binge all the Marvel movies, sorry, like 7 of them are missing because they're not
a
going to be
lot
available.
of them are on
Netflix.
Prime.
Really?
I saw that they were added to Prime. Hold up. Keep talking.
No, but like the Ant-Mans are missing.
Oh, no.
Infinity War is missing.
Yeah.
Thor Ragnarok is
Endgame's
missing.
on there, right?
Yeah, Endgame's on there, but Infinity War isn't. Thor Ragnarok, I think that's it. Maybe there's those 4. But, 2 of those are like the top like 5 Marvel movies ever. So it kind of shitty that you can't watch those. And yeah, like you said, who gives a fuck about the Ant-Man movies?
Yeah, on Prime Video, Avengers.
Hey. The first one's fun.
Avengers, Thor, and Captain America first Avenger is on Prime Video now.
But we did watch a documentary advertising all like the new Disney Plus shows. And I guess that's like the big thing. I feel like, yes, The Mandalorian is huge, but wouldn't it be crazy if it launched with Winter Soldier, Falcon, and Mandalorian, like getting those 2 shows at launch?
Yeah.
Because I feel like one show, it's going to tide us over till the end of
Patience,
December.
my son.
I
Patience
know,
is
but
key.
it's not good marketing.
I'm also glad they didn't, just
I mean,
because
they dropped. Go ahead.
we already have so much stuff to watch outside of Disney Plus.
Well, that's not
It's
everybody's
just
going to watch that.
saturation at this point. It's like
But like they still do have like
I
a
saw-
ton of original stuff.
I saw a commercial.
I mean, they
for-
kind
It
of
just
do.
doesn't appeal to us.
Like,
No, I said yeah, they do.
the joke that we joke about, one of their shows is like Sunday Fun Day or something. Fun Day.
Family
Yeah.
Sunday.
Yeah,
or
Family
something.
Sunday. Like,
Encore. We haven't watched any of the Jeff Goldblum stuff.
and it's stupid because it's all coming out every week. like you can't binge any of the Disney original stuff because every of the Disney original comes out on a weekly basis.
Also, no one watched Simpsons
I think that's what they
until
want to do.
January.
Yeah, don't watch Simpsons until you get the ratio back.
Please,
So
4-3. Release the 4-3.
You're not a fan of the weekly upload?
I like it.
I like
Yeah.
it, but not for everything. Like,
So what show? I mean, I understand like a kid's show because that's kind of
well,
stupid.
like the High School Musical show. Like, are kids really gonna
I
be?
feel like that's a bigger show
Yeah.
that they're kind of pushing for.
You think so? I haven't
mean, that's
seen
what
any,
they've
like-
been doing with
We're in
like,
our 20s. Like, we don't know what kids are excited about.
and that's what they've already. That's what they've been doing with the Disney Channel. They don't. It's still like the basic structure.
That's what I had mentioned. Like on regular TV, they want to. Here's the entire season of SpongeBob. They release it every week.
Dude, what if like this gets like popular again? What if Netflix starts doing that?
They're not
They
going
won't.
to.
I feel
no.
like they're so
they
accustomed to their
invented the
model.
binging culture. So
I mean, that's what they.
people
thrive
would
off of.
riot if you have to watch weekly episodes of Stranger Things. And the fact that Netflix produces so much original content,
Right.
it just overlap. Like you don't want that.
Yeah,
So-
they already have so much that they can go ahead and do that. You
Yeah.
know?
So
They're confident that people will stick around and watch other stuff.
I think Disney
Disney Plus is fresh right off the bat.
will.
Certified fresh.
I think Disney will eventually get rid of it. I just think the reason they're doing it is because they know that people would do the free trial and binge the show in one day, and then
Yeah, that's another reason.
and then when the next show comes out, they'll binge it. But I think like maybe like in 3 or 4 years, like when Disney Plus is like defined as a streaming service, like in the top tiers,
They already are.
they are. But like when they have like a lot of original content, like right now they don't have a lot. So
Honestly, like I couldn't tell you like 10 Hulu shows off the bat.
What is defined as
are there even that many?
original?
Oh, I'm sure, but like that, noticeable.
I guess there's Castle Rock. There's The Handmaid.
I know the Handmaiden.
Is- no.
Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah, Handmaid's Tale. What is that?
It's out here.
There's that Jack Ryan show.
No, it's Prime.
That's Prime.
Prime.
I
get those
I was gonna say
mixed up a
Glow,
lot.
but Glow is Netflix.
It's weird saying Disney originals when like 80% of what's on Disney Plus is
Reboots. And,
an original because it's all made by Disney.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we mean Disney Plus original.
yeah.
I just
That's
hope
funny. That's
that-
really weird.
I really hope they won't. I feel, but I hope Lucasfilm and Kathleen Kennedy go through with Ryan Johnson's trilogy and like other people's stuff, because I'm really tired of seeing the same 100 characters over and over again and creatures and worlds.
What now? We have that. D&D aren't getting their series anymore.
They're added
So
to
is
the
Ryan Johnson.
the
only-
never-ending list of.
Well, Ryan Johnson, like he says,
still
like
has it.
yeah, he says he still has it, but he's gonna make one
Jon
more movie.
Favreau has his trilogy apparently,
Right.
or TV show or something.
Well, this is his TV show.
Yeah.
So maybe does he
So
have
maybe
another
I
one?
thought this was James Mangold's show, or was he going to be the original director of? This was originally supposed to be a movie, right?
I don't know, but Jon Favreau created this show.
Well,
Yeah,
Whatever.
create it lets you know.
Yeah,
He
created
gave
this.
a lot of his money to it, pretty much. He was the main writer for this last episode. I don't know if he was for the first episode. So
But yeah, like
He's doing a pretty banging job of.
he's a big Yoda
Right now.
fan, I guess.
well, like, but I guess like right now, like since it's been out for like a week, tomorrow, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's been out for a week tomorrow. I'm still watching Netflix. Like, I honestly haven't watched Disney Plus besides The Mandalorian,
Yeah.
and I watched the first season of Simpsons. But that's
You
it.
already watched the entire first season?
And it's only like It's only like 13
It's like-
episodes.
I don't even think it's that many, is it?
No, it is. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But they added the first episode.
They did?
Yeah.
Good.
But
I wonder how weird that looks like with the HD render. Now.
it's bad because like after like
'Cause
I
that
thought it was
animation's
already
rough.
tight, and then when I saw that article, I was like, okay, I knew, like
It did feel.
it felt
feel
tight.
off.
Like
Yeah.
when Homer's head was like just at the crisp.
I'm
of the
like,
TV,
yeah, they
and I'm
wouldn't
like,
frame it like
no,
that.
they wouldn't. I kind of knew.
That's so weird.
But
Now
like
we
the
know.
episode 1 of season 3 is not on there.
Do you think it's actually not on there, or it's because like it's still got its kinks and like
No, it's not.
with, it's really not?
Oh yeah, no, because Matt Greeny himself like said it that episode.
So which episode is that?
It's the Michael Jackson one.
That's such a good episode.
I know.
Wait, why?
Fuck, dude, fuck Disney.
After
Get outta here.
After that
Matt
Finding
Jackson.
Netherland episode, like
Right.
the documentary came out. I
It's
guess
the one where Homer's in jail.
yeah, and there's this guy who pretends he's Michael Jackson, and it's voiced by Michael Jackson.
But it doesn't credit him.
No, it doesn't credit him.
Yeah.
But
we all know what Michael Jackson sounds like.
I guess there is something. I don't know if it's just of all the allegations from that documentary or if it connects to that Simpsons episode somehow. But after that came out, I remember Matt Greene said himself, like, that episode shouldn't exist anymore.
Well, that's why I got the box set.
I do too.
So fuck you, Disney and Matt Groening.
You can't watch that episode. Will
So
never be
aggressive.
on there.
Look, like it's a good episode. Like you can't just erase history.
I know.
And that is like Disney's thing. Like, oh, we don't want us to be associated with that.
But I guess that's cool that they,
Even though the episode has nothing wrong with it. Like,
You know what, Disney? I want to see all those racist cartoons you made.
yeah, we're
I
Song
want
of the
those on there,
South,
too.
Disney.
Yeah.
We should ask them to put that on.
Yeah, but they kept Dumbo on there.
Yeah.
Like they didn't get rid of the crow scene, so that's still
That's
on
a
there.
rough scene.
And they didn't cut that out. Like people like posted like, wow, like they actually kept this. But what I was bouncing back, like if Disney, because now Disney owns The Simpsons, if The Simpsons ever ends and they do a box set, it's gonna piss the diehard fans off because that one episode's not gonna be
It's
in there.
literally the first episode of the third season.
It's not gonna be on there. Like
that is official.
yeah, like it is. That episode is dead.
Is that the only episode they're doing that to? Because
They're the squirrels.
there's no way that's the only episode that has a issue with it in
Right.
terms of who's in the episode. They've been around for 30 years now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I just don't get it.
Yeah, I know.
Especially he's not even credited. You could say, "Oh, that's not even Michael Jackson." You might get away with it. I mean, we know it's Michael Jackson, but like, you
yeah,
can
like
tell-
my little brothers.
You
If
can
I
tell
show
a
that
whole
episode,
generation of people like, "Oh, that's not Michael Jackson."
I bet my little brothers they might know who Michael Jackson is, but if they hear his voice, they probably wouldn't recognize
Because
it.
remember when I first watched that episode, like even the first few times, I'm like, well, is that Michael Jackson? Because they don't credit him, and it might just be a person that sounds like him.
Yeah, it could have been like because they're they're impersonators for everybody.
Exactly.
So it just could have been somebody who sounded like him.
That's annoying.
But yeah,
that ruined my
so
day.
I'm sorry.
Hearing that, it's all right. It's necessary.
It's necessary to ruin Connor's day every day.
yeah,
But
Disney
Poor
does
guy.
that.
But yeah, so Disney Plus, it's fun. There are shows that are missing that I like. We just try to look up the Buzz Lightyear show. It's not on there. I was really disappointed that House of Mouse wasn't on there. But yeah, so I'm excited for the future of it. But I wonder the next live action straight to Disney Plus movie they're gonna do.
Do they have every Pixar movie on there?
Maybe.
I think so.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Even
so.
Cars 2.
And 3.
And A Good Dinosaur.
Yes.
And Brave.
And Brave.
Brave
And
sucks.
when Disney was like, "Hey, make a princess." Okay.
It's like, all right.
Here we go. So I guess we'll jump over to Netflix though, because some crazy stuff is happening there. And
Got to start combating Disney Plus. I wonder how long this has been in the works.
So it begins.
Not just with Netflix, but when we get into HBO as well.
well, I wonder if
So what's the news? I don't know what we're talking about.
I wonder if because the success of Rocco
The
and
Nostalgia
Invader
Wars.
Sim.
Oh, with
suc-
Nickelodeon.
Yeah, the success of those. And Nickelodeon is like, shit, well, we already kind of have a home. Why don't we just team up? Like, I think that's what probably happened.
We both start with
That's a big acquisition.
Ed.
You don't think so? Or like,
No, I said that's a big acquisition. Yeah.
because like those came out in October, like not October, August, right?
Yes.
So like it's been a few months since.
There we go.
It was acclaimed. Everyone
Ed,
loved
for you
him.
guys.
Yeah, they were claiming everyone loved them. So I think Nickelodeon was like, hey, like we want to jump on streaming services. Disney's about to get theirs launched. Cartoon Network is joining HBO Max. We need one. We need to stay alive. Is I think what they wanted, and I
Or
think-
just relevant.
Yeah,
Or not even
relevant.
like relevant, but like let's keep up.
yeah.
Because it's always going to be relevant and be there. But if you're just trying to combat what everyone else is doing,
So they've
competition
announced
and whatnot.
old and new. So we're gonna get a lot of
yeah,
old
brother.
stuff, and we're gonna get a lot of new stuff.
Ooh, I wonder if we could also get like Nick at Night stuff.
Oh, like
That'd be
all
cool.
that. If we got all that on Netflix,
Dude, yeah, like if they just
I
are,
love that show.
if Nickelodeon and Netflix can make a deal and just be like, yo, yeah, just
Hot
everything on
take,
there.
all that is better than Saturday Night Live. Come at me.
I don't think that's an unpopular opinion.
Yeah,
honestly.
I know. Saturday Night Live
Like,
is
at least consistency wise.
No, but it really excites me because I love Nickelodeon shows,
Yeah,
the classic ones.
I mean, I watched that more than Cartoon Network and Disney growing up.
honestly, yeah.
yeah, I think when I got older, I think I watched Cartoon Network more. But when I was definitely a kid, I was raised with like Rocco and Cat and Dog and SpongeBob.
If we could get
and-
Nicktoons Network stuff too, did you ever watch Nicktoons Network?
Nicktoons Network.
That's where they put like their more obscure cartoons on, like Kaput Cornelius and Bernie.
Gosh, what was the toy one? They were like the live action toys.
Adventure League now, something like that, where they're
I've
like
never
action
heard of
figures
it.
and
Yeah.
stuff.
I've
Yeah,
never
I think
heard
it
of any
started
of
as an
those
all
shows.
that skit.
It was in all that skit.
Or
yeah.
no, it was Kablam. It was on Kablam.
Yeah, it was his own, and then it got his own show for
Yeah.
like a minute.
Do you remember the show?
Or My Life as a Teenage Robot.
Danny Phantom?
Shock Zone.
Danny Phantom. Do you remember the show? It was a game show with kids, and it was like,
Oh, they had way too many of
well,
those.
yes, but no, it's
The
the
Temple one?
The Temple.
Yeah.
That's
Dude,
getting
I
a
watched that
reboot.
all
It's getting a
the
reboot, I'm
time.
pretty
Yeah,
sure.
Temple of Doom?
No.
Temple of something.
It was Temple of something, and I used to
Temple
watch
of
that show all the
Run.
time. Temple, no, not Temple Run.
Temple.
Ah,
It got
no.
some.
A
Playing
little
with your
trigger.
emotions.
Yeah, that was a thing for like a year.
The one I
Legends of the Hidden Temple.
yeah. The game show that I remember watching was where it's just they're in a studio and they just had like the generic look of like the stands, but they also had like a board and whatnot, and they would pick things to do and they would like go around the studio.
I think I remember.
It was just like a building. Like it looked like they filmed it.
Yeah, it was
in-
like in Orlando.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
that's
it
where
was
they filmed
this
their
white
stuff.
dude with spiky hair was like the
Yeah.
mascot of
Yeah. I remember
of that, and he would be like at the Choice Awards and whatnot. Dude, like Netflix could probably get exclusive rights to like stream the Teen's Choice Awards too.
Yeah.
I mean,
Dude, that was the big shit when I was a kid.
oh, dude, it was an event.
It was like
Like,
our
It
like,
was like the Super Bowl for kids.
Jokes aside, it was.
or like the Academy Awards too. Like
I
you
guess,
just-
yeah,
Yeah.
I guess so.
and
Yeah, I don't know
the
why
Grammys.
Disney hasn't really tried doing anything like that, like an award
No.
show.
Nick,
I think it's because Nickelodeon just has that, you know.
yeah, and like the whole slime, like
Yeah,
like these
dude.
celebrities.
Yeah, that was
like,
the thing. Like, who's gonna get slime this year, man?
it was fucking big when we were kids.
I think Trey Young was on there last year, the Kids' Choice Awards.
Man, I don't
Oh,
know
yeah.
the last
Hawks,
year I
baby.
watched. It was probably sometime in middle school.
That's the only Hawks player I know.
Well,
Dwight Howard's not on there anymore, right?
no,
Okay.
he's a Laker now. He's
Uh,
back on the Lakers, I guess.
But yeah, I am excited to see. I guess there's a rumor of a Squidward show.
Oh, a spin-off, yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, I think it's like been confirmed now.
It is confirmed. Okay.
Because someone tweeted about Nickelodeon really waited for Hillenberg to die because he didn't want a spin-off.
Well, fuck. Now I don't want it. like,
Yeah.
That sounds.
I
like,
mean, you don't
Nickelodeon
mess,
waited for him to
you
die.
don't mess
so
with the
they
man's
gave-
baby, dude.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
I
I
don't
feel
know,
bad for George.
I was just going to say, tell it to Disney.
He's just like, well, is $8 billion really worth it?
Well, that's what scares me for.
They really took his Baby Yoda and just put it into a show.
It's totally like
Put him in the incubator.
off topic, but like when Robert Zemeckis dies, like Back to the Future, because
They're gonna reboot it.
because he said they will not make another Back to the Future
They
ever.
will
And I think when he
once
dies,
he croaks,
yeah.
like a month after that, it'll be in pre-production.
Yeah, they'll-
Does he have any ownership over it?
They'll cast.
I don't know if he was like. I don't know. I have no idea.
They'll cast our boy from Room and Doctor Sleep. Oh,
no.
fuck, what's his name?
Jacob
Tremblay.
Yeah.
He'll be Marty.
He'll be Doc.
Morty. Hey, we technically have like a Rick and Morty.
That's okay.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. I mean, that's all I need.
But then I guess we'll just nothing like crazy came out of it, but like the HBO Max with Cartoon Network. so
Did
Cartoon-
that release? When is
It comes out like in March or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
So-
Yeah. Matt and I were wondering when that came out.
I'm pretty. Yeah, it comes out like springtime of next year.
Dude, this is a great time to be alive because you can just scoop all three of those things and you don't need anything else because you
Nostalgia
can buy the
goggles.
more expensive Disney Plus to get ESPN Plus
and Hulu.
And you got Netflix
That's almost
and HBO. What else are you gonna need? Are there really any Stars exclusives or
Stars. There's Encore. You have your
Encore.
CBS.
Showtime.
Showtime. But like those are
Showtime
just
don't.
movies, really.
Well, no, they have.
No, they have TV
they,
shows.
They
yeah.
do.
They have their own shows.
I'm just saying, what like are there really enough fans of that kind of stuff? Because HBO
Oh, you
is.
are-
Showtime
It's
has some
huge.
pretty.
I think Showtime,
Showtime,
has
if
the
anything.
new season of Twin Peaks.
Who has Barry? Barry with Bill Hader.
Is that Prime?
Maybe no.
It's
If it was- if it
HBO, I
was-
think.
If it was Prime, or is it HBO?
It's either HBO or Showtime.
I would say Prime as far as a streaming thing, but Prime is almost already just like a household thing with.
Also, Prime has
Delivery.
the money for anything too. I mean,
Oh, is
Yeah,
that-
because it's $100 a year.
Man,
That's fucking,
Amazon.
HBO, yeah, HBO.
It was HBO.
Wait a
They're
second.
pretty good with their TV shows. They know what they're doing.
You got your Baller, I think, is
Yeah.
on there.
Yeah. Is that
Uh,
the Rock show?
Yeah, and then obviously you had Game of Thrones. You had The Wire, The Sopranos.
Chernobyl.
Yeah, the miniseries Chernobyl. Now you have Watchmen. You have his Dark Materials.
Yeah,
and
Darkest Minds.
then,
Very different.
Minds.
and then The Outsider,
Remember when that was a thing?
which is
Yeah.
coming out. I think that might just be a miniseries, but still. Yeah, HBO I think always kills it.
They've always been good with producing their shows.
And like
And we got Game of
they
Thrones
own
spin-offs
Sesame
coming
Street,
out.
so
too.
like every every family is gonna have that.
Now, who has Cartoon Network HBO?
Yes.
Is Boomerang going to be on there?
Yes.
Yeah, it was in the lineup.
Boomerang, Cartoon Network, TBS.
Sorry guys, we are not going to watch Scoob. We're going to watch the first season of Scooby Doo.
It's
Dude, we're gonna watch
honestly,
Scooby-Doo
I'd rather
Zombie
watch
Island.
that. Yeah. I watch
Scooby Doo. Where are you?
Dude, we should do a marathon of like the 4 Scooby Doo movies at AMC.
Oh, the animated.
Yeah,
They have that.
Cyber
No, they
one,
should.
Oh.
The Cyber
Ghost.
one, the
Jekyll
the
Island.
witches,
One of them was
Ghost.
Jekyll Island, right? Or something like that.
well, Zombie Island,
Zombie Island. That's what it
Jekyll.
is.
and then
But
the
Jekyll
alien
Island, I
one.
think, is
Oh my god, dude! All of them are bangers.
That is what. That was like those were like the 4 in the row. I think the Cyber one was like the last good one.
Yeah, that was like the
It's all,
nostalgia
like,
one because they
pre-2000.
they brought the original gang and they met the new
All right.
gang.
Here, just I popped it
Did you
up.
see the cyber one?
Yeah, but it's been so long.
So HBO Max is
like
going
at
to
least
have
15 years.
Looney Tunes, DC, Max Originals, Studio Ghibli. They're gonna have
Because
all
Warner.
Studio Ghibli movies.
Is DC dropping
wait,
there?
wait. I thought Studio Ghibli was with Disney. I thought they had the rights to that.
It's gonna be on
Dang.
HBO Max.
Disney
Fuck
missed one.
Sesame Street Workshop.
Because they produced
C-
the Blu-rays.
Dude,
for
what
those.
if they had like a Ford Ferrari thing? They're like, we'll talk to you, Disney, and then like, via Ghibli.
It's like, I got pictures.
Yeah.
I got pictures.
CNN original series.
Boo.
TNT, Cartoon Network, Crunchyroll.
Oh
That's
shoot!
big.
Yeah, it's big. Adult
real
Swim, True TV, and TBS.
HBO ain't fucking around.
But it's gonna be the most expensive. I
Ooh.
think it's either $12.99 or $15.99.
You know what I've totally
But that is,
forgot?
I think it's $12.99. But if you're already getting the Disney Plus Premium, they're back to back.
You know what I totally forgot? Apple TV.
Oof.
No, I'm sorry. No,
Do you remember how like we got Steven Spielberg, we got Oprah,
Yeah.
we got blah blah blah.
James Cameron's coming back. Did
It's
you hear
like
it?
And
Nah.
the only one that looked remotely the most appealing was the Jason Momoa show.
See,
And I heard that's kind of just like it's good, but it's not like amazing. You know, it's not like something you.
it's
need
not
to
a
watch.
I saw there was
Mandalorian.
a
Yeah.
That's gonna
comedy
bring it
show
over.
with Steve Carell in it.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
with
about a talk show.
Reese Witherspoon and Jennifer Aniston.
There's also like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aaron Paul show.
Yes, there's an Aaron
With
Paul
Ma.
show.
Jake Paul.
What's the girl from Ma?
Oh, Octavia
Ma's
Spencer.
house. Yeah.
Welcome to Mons.
Ma, the movie of
Dude,
the
we should just
year.
Number one.
Can we get a sign and put that on our front door?
We
Above
need
our
it
front
here.
door.
Welcome to
Moz.
Ma. Yeah, we need to put it in the back.
We need
Like,
Mons
that's a part of the
face,
channel
Like
now.
William zoomed in
I'll
right
just do a
here.
cardboard cutout of like college games or something.
Yeah.
Like what
If
they do
we
for the-
ever get Octavia Spencer on a podcast, that's the only movie we're going to
Just like,
talk
please
about.
don't bring that.
That's the only movie I'm going to
The
talk about.
paycheck was not worth it.
She did it
It's like,
because of the. She,
please
she
talk
owed
about
him
the
a
help.
favor. Okay, that's
Please
why
talk
she was
about
in
the
it.
help.
movie.
Um,
Like, dude, what a crazy time to be alive.
Allison James.
That like you could totally drop cable now because even Hulu has live sports.
Who has live sports?
Hulu. You haven't seen that commercial?
That's why I
Okay.
said that. Who has live sports?
yeah, if you think
No.
about it, like
Who has live sports?
it's
Like
yeah.
the only
If you
other
want
thing
like
you
your
need is-
nature shit, National Geographic, it's on Disney Plus.
I guess
like,
the only thing we're missing is like news.
But Planet Earth is on Netflix.
But did you say CNN was going to be on HBO?
yeah, it said CNN original series, whatever the fuck that
That's
means.
weird.
Because I think CNN is part of Turner, which owns Cartoon Network. So I think they have all of Turner.
So
Right, yeah,
are we
yeah.
gonna get like
Atlanta represent.
Turner classic movies on there too?
Probably.
Damn,
TCM, baby.
HBO Max, bro.
But what's going on with? I thought DC had their own streaming thing.
I think it's gonna join.
Okay.
So which is smart. It's a smart
Uh-huh.
move because Now we can watch
They really own
Titans.
Warner and Turner and HBO. Like, that's a lot of stuff.
Dude, it's one of the biggest conglomerates out there. You got that, Disney, Sony, and one more.
Poor
I
Sony.
mean, Netflix.
We try to make movies too.
We're like,
You know, they're
you
worrying
want
too
another
much
Men in
about
Black
the other.
movie? We'll give it
Out
to
of
you.
everyone, Sony still has to worry about their products too.
Yeah.
Their TVs and stuff. And
I
their
can't
games.
believe they didn't like completely dissolve after the email leaks.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
That
That's
was
like
a-
almost 10
that was
years
a
old,
real-
right?
No,
No,
like
that was
5 years.
yeah. It
Five.
was not
It was
that.
a really big deal though.
Yeah, because I remember being.
We're gonna get a 21 Jump Street Men in Black crossover.
Yeah. Never happened.
Wow. So
Honestly, thank God. I did not want that.
do you? Think,
I would have loved a third Jump Street movie though.
Do you think CBS
Big
and
two families,
NBC are going to try it out for a little bit and just give up and join one of these big three?
Right, NBC has their own thing.
I think if anything, I feel like they join HBO.
I think NBC can survive for a little bit
I feel
because
like
of just
HBO
how
is going to be a
good.
sleeper
Because they have
like,
Seinfeld and Friends.
monopoly.
Is Friends NBC?
Well, no, Friends. Well, but
NBC.
Friends is going to be on HBO because the
Oh.
TBS.
Okay, so it's
Wow.
on TBS then.
Yeah.
Because
But Seinfeld is-
before that, everyone was saying it was going to NBC
Wait,
streaming
is
service.
Seinfeld doing that too?
No, Seinfeld's moving to Hulu. No, sorry. No, yeah, Seinfeld's
NBC, right?
Seinfeld is leaving Hulu. It's going to Netflix.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, Seinfeld is leaving next year. Seinfeld is
Okay,
leaving
then
Hulu.
literally all NBC has is fucking The Office and like Parks and Rec.
Yeah, because those two shows are leaving.
And
Friends is leaving.
and
Brooklyn
Friends,
Nine-Nine.
Dude, that's going to be sad. When Friends leaves Netflix,
But if it goes to HBO,
They're upgrading with Seinfeld, so
get the fuck out of here.
dude, you
Best of both worlds, okay? Come on.
you cannot. Dude, after watching that one
Binging
episode
Hannah
when you just
Montana
threw it
now.
up, there is no other show that can just be on in the background. I'm losing my mind.
Yeah, I just threw up an
It's just a
episode of
little
Bruce
quirky
Willis.
stuff.
It was great. But yeah, so there's a lot of streaming shit happening. There's a lot of content, and it's a lot.
What a time.
And then there's movies, so to go see every week.
I think this is a happy medium that we found because early in the year when we heard about all this stuff, this is doing streaming, this and this, we saw like,
but we also
dark
need to
side
pay
of
for
what it
all
could be.
these.
but it's cheaper.
Or you
Than,
just mooch off your parents.
it's cheaper than cable.
Yes, but that's
It's
what we're doing
cheaper
now.
than cable.
But eventually they're gonna be it to where they're gonna eventually pass a law where it's like we'll get your IP addresses and everyone has to have their own account, you know.
Well,
Yeah,
I think eventually
let's
it
enjoy
gets
the
that.
good life, Connor.
I guess, but still, I'm not gonna buy all these, and I know my parents aren't going to.
I think somebody did the math right now. It's if you get every streaming service, it's like $92 a month.
Oh, like
So
every
cable.
single.
Yeah, if you like, even if you get Encore and Stars and
Well, that's what I mean. Could you see yourself getting more than just the three? If you're a parent,
Absolutely
if you're
not.
buying for everything, would you get those three and be fine?
Plus,
Or
our
would you
parents
get
also
two?
have to pay for everything?
Because I think
Right.
I would get the three, and that's my TV needs.
because it's when you think about it, Netflix is all original, so you want there because you're committed to some of the shows that they have on there.
And then
And now
like other
Nickelodeon.
things that they purchased,
Yeah,
like
and that they
Seinfeld.
purchased, and then
This is hoping that they keep all these deals stay.
Disney
in our
is
concrete for a
like
while.
just nostalgia, like flowing right now
Uh-huh.
with Disney Channel and cartoons and
It
stuff.
has
that
a
you grew
very
up
high
with.
ceiling.
Yeah, and Marvel and Star Wars is on there.
Right.
And then you have HBO Max, which just has fucking everything else, like pretty much. So you're just like, can we just combine everybody, like, and pay $30 a month? No, obviously not. But I think when you look at it, those are the three you need.
And
And like, if Hulu wasn't teamed up with Disney, I think Hulu would die, like on its own.
That's the thing. I kind of, since I'm not a big TV show person, I'm more like Prime and like Hulu because they have like, not really Hulu. I just get that because I'm a student, you know, and Spotify. I get those combined.
Stooge.
But Amazon like Prime always has a healthy amount of films I can like, and they have their own films that are some of them are really really good, you know. And then Netflix always has pretty good selection of movies that they pick up and have contracts for. So in terms of me as a movie watcher over TV watcher, I'm not going to really flock to Disney because I've really seen every Disney film
Right.
that I want
Yeah.
to see. Except like I said, I was going to watch Moana. And honestly, like maybe a couple things that like I'm like, oh, I should probably watch that again. But like in terms of their like new films, I don't even think they've announced that many like exclusive new films.
I don't think they really
I don't
have.
think they have.
No.
Really, Lady and the Tramp's the only one. Cause
Yeah.
like, they knew that wasn't going to make money.
If
So,
anything, maybe they'll at Comic-Con they might announce.
that's the thing. They're so because they want to run the theater industry. They want to run movie theaters, right? They want a large
Really?
percentage. They do. Like they force movie theaters to have a certain percentage of all their big films, and they pretty much run like movie theaters. So I think that's why we're not going to get a ton of
Could you imagine a
like
Disney only
exclusive
theater?
films. You know, eventually it'll be overrun. Like we're not going to get like anything like small,
Mom and pop.
or just like in terms of studios. Like we're not going to get any more like
okay.
Sony Pictures classics or like Fox Searchlight films. It's all just going to be the big blockbuster movies. Eventually, it's going.
I don't
to
know,
happen.
dude. AMC Artisans films are pretty banging right
Oh,
now.
I love how they attach that to certain films. Like they attach that to Ad Astra. It's like it's
Yeah.
$100 million.
They attached it to a movie that's coming out in December, and I was just like, really?
Cats maybe.
I just it was in front of Ford and Ferrari. It was a trailer. I don't
Ford
know.
and Ferrari was one.
Yeah, but it was just I was just like,
Like, what-
what?
Literally, the only ones they
What-
don't do is like the Disney films.
what
and, like,
defines artisan? Like,
I don't know. Like
Ready or Not, because that was an artisan film.
oh yeah, because it's like artsy, or like if it has
Even
a feel.
no, I feel like
that's ridiculous when you scroll through it and you see like
Was
a
one of
whole
them
page
cho-
full of them.
yeah,
Here we go. I have them open. You have Waves. This is the coming soon.
yeah.
You have the Queen and Slim,
Okay.
Richard Jewell.
That beautiful day. Won't you be my neighbor? Whatever it's called.
No, it's not.
It's not.
No. It's not.
But that only has like a $20 million
I know.
budget.
Honey Boy.
See, that's the thing. I don't think
Uncut
it's a
Gems.
budget thing.
But like, how do you
Cats.
do Ford v Ferrari? And then,
Bombshell. I don't think that's an artisan film.
Is it because it's like? Do they think
Because there's
biopics,
not-
documentaries?
Yeah, I think it's because like, it doesn't have a lot of crazy
Artsier
fucking
theme.
action. So.
Yeah.
But even
are
like
any of those
the Fred
action
Rogers
movies?
movie,
Dark Waters. That's all I can see. Like
That's definitely
Knives Out is an artisan.
I think
film.
they're like if it's Independence or something. If it's less than $100 million.
Oh no, here's the good one. Joker is an artisan film.
Well, there goes your theory out the window.
Right there.
But like I said, Ad Astra costs more than Joker to make, and then that's also artisan.
But
then
like
the
that was
Lighthouse. That makes sense.
Yeah,
a big
it's
DC film being called
independent film.
artisan. That's
like I don't know.
What-
I don't know what their algorithm is for that.
is it because
so.
there's a huge underlying theme with Joker?
Maybe because it's like a character study.
It's stupid.
You're
AMC.
you're
is
stupid, AMC.
Stupid. I love.
I liked it when it
A-list,
first came
but-
out for with the artisan thing, but now it's they attach it to every film
Because I think the first one they did was Once Upon a Time, right? That was when they
yeah, that was
introduced-
like the end of summer.
I feel like it's just an excuse. Is
Like
it?
the
Is it like an
farewell.
extra $1 or something for like regular people? Like I feel like there's a reason why.
I think they just want to promote smaller films.
Oh, I thought it was more of a money
Go
thing.
go ask
No, I
a
think it's
peasant.
promotion.
Go ask
okay.
a peasant that doesn't have AMC A list.
Jacob or David for some stupid
Because
reason.
it looks nice. It's like gold, and it's like, ooh, artisan. It sounds nice. Like that.
Do they even do that on like
Okay.
the physical posters?
no
at the theater?
No, it's just on the app.
And it might not have physical, but like the window that they put them in. Maybe
think they do that?
Maybe I want to pay attention next time we go to see a movie.
They had to
And
spend a
then
lot
you
of money
see
to
it-
make those into that now.
And then you see it at the preview.
Yeah, you
That's
see it at the
about
preview.
it.
It's like, what? Get A list.
But
It's
Connor,
good,
what
besides
I really
Connor.
want to know is what are your feelings on green and purple filters?
oh my god, like like Lighthouse.
Lighthouse.
No, it was
You're-
blue and purple.
Blue and purple.
Your
sorry.
rant on
I could
Letterboxd.
not.
Was it
believe- I
actually
could
like a
not-
filter?
No, I swear to God. No,
What?
it wasn't like a filter. It's something wrong with the projector.
Oh,
They're just too
okay.
lazy to notice it. And I feel bad because there's like 5 other people in the theater. I'm like, this is probably their first time seeing that. They have no idea. You would have driven crazy too.
Was
if
it
you
really
saw
that
it.
bad? Like,
Oh,
was
I
it?
couldn't. It was so distracting. Because
I probably could imagine.
It's
it.
supposed to be crisp, black and white, and you see half the thing. It's not like this, but it's like really faint blue. But you see blue and you see purple.
Oh, is it like half and half?
Yeah, like
Oh, okay.
right down the middle, like really faint, but it's definitely not
Ugh.
completely black and white. I'm like, because I was like, I was like thinking to myself, I'm like, did this look like this? In the first, I was like, I'm pretty sure it wasn't. I ended up going to ask the lady. She's like, oh yeah, we'll fix it. Surely they can't do that in the middle of like it's
Right.
the actual projector. It's not like sound or something.
Did they or no?
I couldn't
Well, you
look at it
left?
anymore. I left. I didn't even watch the
Wow.
whole thing. No.
Yeah, they probably fixed it after or checked it out or did something. I
It's
don't know.
just-
These people are getting paid minimum wage.
Yes, but their job is not that hard in terms of setting out the projector and like getting it. Like,
Well, I'm
why
curious,
we can't
do
watch
they
foreign films?
Have you
there
worked in a movie
because
theater
of-
before?
Yeah.
I feel like this is a Nick question. Like,
Oh, yeah,
do they
Nick.
have separate like projector specialists?
Nick the best. Where you at?
And then you have your
But-
Pugsley.
you
It's
have your
not-
front desk people, and you
It's
have your
literally
concession
just
people.
like a digital projector, though. It can't be that difficult.
Mm-hmm.
They just got to
The
center it.
projector is still on.
Maybe
Dolby.
maybe you
The
just got
Dolby never fucks up. So
maybe you
that's
just
nice.
got one of the rare cases where the bulb was going out and it was affecting.
It's always something at Phipps though. Like
Yeah, Phipps kind of sucks.
they really do. And it sucks because like that's like the higher class AMC.
It's
like,
at, it's at the fucking.
It's at a bougie ass mall.
Is
like-
that where you always have problems?
Yeah, because
Stop
they show.
showing there.
both foreign films.
Well,
that
no,
we've
because they
seen.
show. Yeah, they show
Oh.
foreign films there, and like I don't want to spend extra money going somewhere else to see it.
When we saw Climax, the text was cut off halfway through for like 5 minutes. Not 5 minutes, like 3 minutes.
What
but like,
else? I feel like there was another movie.
the farewell.
Right.
The farewell.
They just can't do subtitles.
Like well, it caught us off guard because the first line of dialogue you could read, but then
Yeah.
if there was 2 lines of
Right.
dialogue, the second line was cut
Climax
off.
was fucked. You couldn't tell.
No,
anything
you couldn't
what
make
they
it
were
out.
saying.
Yeah, you couldn't make it out. But
But it's like, could you not test out?
Parasite
the
was
first,
good, though.
Yeah,
we
thank
didn't have any
God.
issue with Parasite.
Thank
Can
God.
you not test out like the first scene of the film, and if it looks good, you're like, all right, that's good.
Yeah.
All right, we're good to go. Let's start it over.
And like I
we're
don't even
good.
think it would be like the first. We don't usually see
This is a
like the
mini
first
rant, I'm sorry.
showing either. Like when we saw Climax, that was like a late showing, like 8:00 or something.
And the thing that bothers me about the Lighthouse thing is it's the same exact theater we saw it at. Like, yeah, I guess like you're right. It might have just been that projector or something, or something wrong was that with that. But I've like never seen that before. Like
Right.
even in like a normal movie, I don't see like. And of course, it'd be harder because it's like full color, and like you could easily tell in a black and white, especially like how crisp that film looks. You know,
Yeah.
like how great the lighting is and everything. Yeah, it was just so distracting. And then I waited like 5 minutes to like talk to the lady because there was a line, so I missed like a lot of the first act. I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna go home, try again.
Hey, you got
But,
you got
yeah.
you got your points at least, so you can get that $5 rewards.
Oh,
Come on,
you.
find something positive
Hey.
about it.
there we go.
How many points? 500 per movie? 400, 300, 200, 100?
Oh, I don't
5.
know.
Just 5.
Negative
Regal's
5.
easy because it's the amount of money you spent on the ticket.
Yeah,
and
dude.
then it's like,
I was like the ultimate.
oh,
like,
Regal, dude. I have like diamonds still. Oh,
I
it's
was.
great.
I have Diamond for like
As a movie pass.
one
right?
more month of it though. Like
Movie pass was so OP.
yeah,
Like, that shit
I
was great.
raped Regal with Movie Pass.
Same here, because like
every time, just like give me that popcorn, give me that drink. Like,
give me that fucking receipt. I need the points.
Yeah, even to the point where you're asking, like, taking mine out of my hand.
They're like starting to crumble up. No.
yeah, I would
give me that.
take Caleb's because I was just like, give it to me. Like,
My
I
sister,
don't-
I'm like, Peyton, you need to give me all of your receipts because I am eating all the popcorn. Or even like a free movie ticket too.
I
Like,
just see
'cause now
Connor just wrapped and surrounded with every single snack.
I'm not a big snack guy in the theater. I just like popcorn.
I like snacks for long movies. Like I think if it's
I guess it
over,
depends the movie too.
yeah,
Because there's a motherfucker that watched Parasite with Jason Akshay and I think Akshay also watched it with the first time. The guy had like a box of candy, crinkled like all the first act, and Jason and I like turned to him like, could you stop? Like we didn't say it to him.
It's just
but-
like, do these snack companies not understand that, like, these are boxes made for the movie theater? Don't put them in plastic. Just put them in the damn box.
right.
or when
Boxes
you
don't
buy
make
it,
that much noise.
have the worker open it up, pour it in, give you the box. Like don't make it.
Or
a
I guess
noise.
you could do that during the previews. Just be like,
Well, that's what
Yeah,
I do.
normal people.
I prep
yeah.
my stuff before the movie starts. So
Yeah, well, most people aren't that smart.
Common
yeah,
sense.
people don't think ahead when they're at the movie
Because they
theater.
don't give a shit. They're like, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want.
They bring in their bag of Doritos.
they bring in McDonald's.
They get some Pop Rocks.
Last night, Matt and I watched the Patriot, and like the most quiet, emotional scene of the film. Grabs a Diet Coke, pops it open, and I'm like, "You're one of those guys." But yeah, so that was. I think that was our AMC rant.
Yeah.
Dude, I still love our Arnold Palmer moment for Terminator. Sorry, Connor.
Oh, did you
okay.
watch the opening to that? We all got Arnold Palmer's and opened it for Arnold Schwarzenegger. We wish you were there for that.
great.
Man.
We like, we
Man.
got it right here and just went, well,
Arnold,
Caleb and I
Arnold
did.
Palmy alert.
Yeah, Matt wasn't fully into it. It's okay.
I will say our issues with AMC Parkway, actually, knock on wood, has been perfect every time.
Well, like I said, Dolby, they rarely
Yeah.
fuck up. And if it is, it's like they don't start on time or something.
Yeah,
When you
but
got that Dolby Black,
Um,
Like, they make sure that shit works.
in Kennesaw,
Because that's $20 a ticket
Barrett.
for normal people.
for recently Zombieland, the trailers didn't work.
Oh yeah.
And then Alita, the trailers didn't work. Like
But
for Zombieland, they didn't even attempt to do the trailers. They were just like, hey, it's not working. The movie's going to start in like 20
I think
minutes.
they do that most of the time.
But
Like
you know, I
most
will do that every
theaters.
time to get the free
Right?
shit.
But like for Zombieland, it was scary. No, sorry, for Alita, it was scary because we started watching the trailers and then it literally shut off.
Oh yeah.
And so then like we did it again and then it shut off again.
At the same spot.
Or like 3 seconds after. So like we had real big trust issues. Because then the third time you're just like, are you going to turn off? No?
And like the
Okay.
whole
Like,
movie too. Like when you get in the second,
Yeah, I'd
you'd
be on
like,
edge the whole
This
movie.
could
I'm
happen
like,
again.
This better not.
I think we
shut
just forgot.
Yeah, but then the worst one, which was our first issue with Kennesaw,
the first strike.
was Infinity War.
Ooh.
Right? So the
Oh, no.
opening scene, Loki dies, Hulk gets sent off, and the title, the A is turning around, the music cuts off.
What?
It was like at
Yeah.
the best part too. Like the
Yeah.
music started and then the
It's like,
reveal
dun, dun,
happened.
And then
Dun,
it
dun.
cut. And then we're just seeing the title. And then we see Pepper Potts. We see Tony. They're
it's
talking.
complete silence.
Complete silence. And everybody
No.
starts screaming.
It was probably like a good.
That was
20
opening night?
Yeah,
10,
opening
20
night.
seconds.
People were like, I want
Did
my
you get
money
it?
back.
Yeah. Did you get anything for it?
I couldn't tell you.
I don't think so.
I think because there were so many people.
I think people were getting refunds if
opening
you
night.
asked for
Yeah,
it.
I think if you wanted a refund, you could get it. But then like,
I
was
mean,
like-
it was
it-
already sold out.
but then like
Like, what are you gonna find?
it cued back in like right when he said like he kept having the same dream or something.
like
So it was
we,
like a couple
So
sentences.
we
Yeah.
missed bullshit pretty much. They were just
Yeah.
talking.
It's just it's
But
pretty
like,
much
if
bullshit.
Doctor Strange would have showed up and it was still silent, I'd have been like, I don't want to see anything. Like, I was like, it was bad. It was.
Plus, you're like jumping in the middle of a conversation. You
Yeah.
have no idea what the fuck they just
and
said.
the music, dude. Like,
Dun dun.
could you imagine like hearing that theme and then getting cut off? Like, yeah.
That's
that's
kind of funny that it perfectly did that. Like
Yeah.
right at the end. Of
like that's blue balls basically.
It was pretty much like you're just like
AMC,
so AMC.
get your shit together. Because Regal, I've never had a problem with.
Yeah, I did actually.
Oh,
Dude, another Infinity War
We
story.
got receipts.
wasn't there something?
Got
Well,
receipts.
a guy. He is a friend.
A guy.
That was a weird way to put it.
Brennan came down.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And he hadn't seen Infinity War yet, so we went to Regal to see it. Dude, the movie shut off halfway through. And you want to know what scene it shut off at?
Oh no, I feel so bad. In the middle of the movie.
Gamora.
Yes.
Oh no.
Literally, it was when he was like grabbing her
Oh.
and he was about to do it, and then it turned off. And the lights turned on.
No, someone fucked with that then. Someone did that on purpose.
And then,
There's
so then
no
like we were
way.
sitting in there for like 5 minutes. And Brendan was like, I'm going to go to the bathroom. And I'm like, okay. Because we had nobody came in to tell us. So then he's going to the bathroom.
Was it like a full theater?
No, this has been about a month or so since the movie's been out. So he's going to the bathroom.
Still
I'm
didn't
chilling.
see it then?
And he wasn't like the biggest fan. Like, so anyways, he's in the bathroom. There's not good service because no movie theater has good service.
No.
The movie picks back up
a
about
cave.
a minute
It's a cave.
before the execution, but there was no sound. And so then I'm like telling him to get in here, and he gets in here, and then like the music kicks on, and like Gamora's already dead, and I'm just like, I feel so bad.
There's no weight.
Yeah, I was like, this was the worst scene for the movie to cut off in. Like,
Imagine Endgame like
That or
them,
when
like cutting
Thor
off.
came
oh yeah, that
came
would,
back.
but yeah, so
no
that
emotional
was
stakes.
that was a moment at Regal that I had an
That's
issue with.
unfortunate.
But
that's a
Regal's
that's a
usually
little
really good.
a little worse than a blue filter, blue and purple.
I literally could not watch the movie. Because like,
What if it was your first time?
that's the thing. I'm glad it wasn't.
That's true.
It was ugly. Like the film looked ugly.
Fucking
Ugly.
ugly.
It was like
Or Robert
I felt
Eggers.
so bad. I wanted to get up and tell the people, "This is your first time. This is not what the movie is supposed to look like." And
You
I'm
should
so
have said
sorry.
that.
I just didn't want it. I can't do that. I don't know these people.
Sit the fuck down.
No, it was like it's
Fuck you.
No, Phipps it's like I
love this shit.
It's like what I love blue and purple. This is my favorite color. Sit down.
I'm colorblind. It's black and white.
I asked them to make it like this.
It's my birthday.
I know Ari or Robert Eggers. That's the other one.
It's Robert.
Well, yeah, what if
Eggers
he's
yelling
in the
at you?
theater and
He's
he's
just
like,
like-
"This is the director's
It's
cut."
like, buddy, shut the fuck down. This is my movie.
Robert Pattinson and Willem
just
Dafoe
happened
are right
right
next to him.
This is a.
Sit the fuck down. Sit the fuck down, loser.
I'm sorry. I just want to make it right.
Connor just crawls out of the theater,
Shrivels.
rolls down the stairs.
Anyway, that's a good segue. And do you want to talk about movies?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a big tangent just talking about AMC
AMC.
That's a
but
good little,
and Regal.
little cross.
Still on topic.
we talked. We,
Little brag
we
about
went
movie
from
theaters.
streaming to AMC to movies,
Uh-huh.
and we'll start off with the big one where
The big one.
Ford and Ferrari.
Full V Ferrari.
Yeah, let's hear some of your thoughts, Connor. Since you were not here for the initial.
Right. Enjoyable. Really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you
Bit
think it was
long.
artisan?
No. There's a lot of movie put into this, but for good reason. But yes, I felt like the script was a little cheesy at times, and like some dialogue I wasn't a big fan of. You know, it was kind of safe.
I like the
Alright.
quips.
The quips were so
Yeah.
good.
Like everything with like Bale and Damon was pretty good.
Christian Bale was just. I thought
There was
he
one
really
scene
good.
early on. It's like when they're at the Ford factory and Gerald Ford, whatever his name is,
Henry.
Henry Ford.
Oh,
second-
the second
Gerald-
when he turns off
Gerald Ford was
everything.
our president. But like the music on that scene was so bad. I was like, what the fuck is this scene? It felt so out of
Which-
place. It has like some bongos going on. I'm like,
Not was so like the opening scene pretty much. Like
One-
when they
one of the
when they
factory.
shut the factory.
and he's like yelling at them like, oh, Ford,
Yeah.
blah,
Yeah.
blah, 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 blah.
Walk home and don't come back.
Yeah,
That
like
part?
that was like my biggest. That was like the worst scene to me because just the music was terrible with it. It felt really.
Luckily,
weird.
that was like one of the first scenes.
Yeah,
in the
so it's
movie.
like okay.
that scene kind of didn't really need to be there.
No, it didn't.
I mean, I guess it did set.
there was no like consequence to it. Like there wasn't a scene where just
I
like
think it was
all
more
these
like-
people are homeless. Now.
I think it was just exposition to see that Ford isn't doing well.
and it established the
And
Ford
they-
character.
Yeah.
yeah.
Right.
But like
So-
they could have done it better.
Like I wonder
Because
how the
we
Ford
never go
family
back
felt.
to the factory. We don't see these people get their jobs back.
No.
No, yeah. I thought it was kind of corny when like the obvious like husband is flirting with girl reveals to be wife, like
Oh, yeah.
wife healthy relationship. They still find each other physically attractive. All that kind of like goofiness.
I'm okay with that versus the factory scene. I want that
Other
wholesome
than
shit.
that, all the racing sequences was really
Also,
great.
that kid had the coolest toys. Got to bring his whole freaking track to the garage
Oh yeah, that's a no.
back
juke.
in the 60s.
That was the kid that was I was talking about in the Doctor Sleep podcast where he was in the movie Wonder, and that was my favorite child performance in
Oh,
that movie.
that's right. Yep.
He's gonna be in Honey Boy. He's Shia LaBeouf in that movie.
Yeah.
Fun stuff.
But good actor, Noah Jupe. You're doing good, buddy.
What's his name? Noju?
Noah Jupe.
Noah Jew. When you say it
J-U-P-E.
fast, it sounds like
No
you're
Jew.
saying no Jew.
Yeah,
No
no
Jew.
Jew.
No Jupe.
No Jew.
No Jew.
My
Speaking
one
of juice.
one
Jojo.
big thing I noticed, I leaned over to Caleb. I was like, of course, from what I noticed, the only black character in the entire movie was the janitor.
Yep.
It was the
And-
60s.
I know it was the 60s.
Civil rights just got passed. 62?
But this is in Detroit.
But like,
That's
there
the
was
Motor City.
Yeah, there was just a lot of white people in the movie.
Yeah.
And
At least we had some diversity with the white people. You had two Australians.
Well, one of them was British. That was Christian Bale was British.
I thought he was Australian.
I mean, they're both like,
He plays a Brit in that movie.
um,
Or at least the real life guy was British. But his wife could have been Australian.
Yeah,
Who knows?
good
Whatever.
enough.
But yeah, it was fun. It was a fun movie. But,
Definitely one of the biggest crowd pleasers of the year.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
I would say, like, the Green Book possibly of this year.
Just without the racism.
Yeah, but like,
there was a race in this movie, Connor.
I
A different kind of racism.
Bad.
but just like that movie that just makes
But you
like
got
white people feel good at the end of it.
Yeah. I mean,
Specifically,
Yeah,
no.
like America, like
Yeah.
America, like when you get out of this
It makes
movie, you're
Americans
just like-
This
feel
is a
good.
very patriotic
Yeah.
film,
Yeah.
but Green Book wasn't very patriotic.
no, but it was more making like
you
white
said
people
like there
feel
was
good.
white guilt after that movie because of obvious
Um,
events.
I guess I really wasn't thinking about that.
no,
Like in that aspect. Like I noticed the lack of diversity in the people. If anything, the most diverse scenes was the racing, and they're all like there at the track, and there's all these different countries, you know. But
After Matt's comment, I'm really curious what they do call the movie in Italy.
Italia.
So
Yeah,
that would be
that's
hilarious
interesting.
if it's Ferrari versus Ford because everywhere else it's called
It's a different cut. It's where Ferrari went.
right.
They changed
It's called Le
history.
Mans '66 in other
Alright.
countries.
Yeah, 24 hours of Le Mans. So,
Fuck that race, dude.
so my
I
friend
cannot.
Matt, we were talking about,
Imagine playing Mario Kart for like 6 straight hours, not
and
24.
he switched the controller after like 4 hours.
I legit thought it was just gonna be him the whole time. I was like, how
Yeah,
are
I-
they gonna do this?
Yeah, which is weird why they like would give him the credit for like a win if he did win because they like switched drivers.
I think
Right.
since he was the most successful,
or maybe because
That,
like,
or maybe
he
maybe
gained-
he
because he
drives.
finished.
Maybe he drives
Maybe.
more. Like he drove like
Maybe he started and
16
finished, so
and he
maybe
did
gets-
8.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's probably the amount of hours.
I mean, he also broke his record like 3 times during that race.
Connor every
Gets me
time.
every time. It's loud.
But yeah, like he broke his record like 3 times. So obviously
Yeah.
he was the best of his team.
And then that
So,
shot with the kid, the perfect mile
um,
or the perfect lap.
Screenwriting 101.
that the whole having to have all 3 Fords come in at the same time, like I cannot believe that. Like I cannot the aftermath. The
That's
fact that he
such a-
didn't
Like
get
he
first.
knew, like he
yeah.
knew, like that guy knew that he was not going to win.
Yeah.
while doing that,
Yeah,
you know.
fuck that guy. He was a
Well, I
great
didn't even think it
asshole.
was that thing. Because I thought he was still gonna win.
Well,
It was
I thought
only
he
until-
did too, but like it makes sense in terms of racing.
Right, but we
That's
didn't
where you
know.
start.
We didn't know he was gonna lose if he did that.
Yeah.
We just knew that he would have to.
Yeah,
like,
we didn't
swallow
know
his
like
pride.
where he was on the track, like where he started.
Maybe like people that like are really into like racing,
or
like
like knew what happened.
yeah, or knew it happened. Like they're just like, damn, like this is so shitty. Like he was the best driver there, and he didn't get to win.
That's another thing. Like I like going into biopics that I don't know about, and then like
Which
I'll
also it's
research
weird that like they
afterwards.
didn't congratulate the dude for getting a perfect lap. Like you broke 3 records, you should be getting a trophy.
I mean, they
alone
said like
for
he
that.
was in the Hall of Fame. Like
Yes.
they inducted him because he was that good.
But it's just so shitty that Ford didn't want him because he wasn't like the model
pretty boy.
Yeah, the pretty boy that they wanted to
Pretty
put
boy
on.
American.
He wasn't of the forward away or something.
Yeah.
McLaren.
And then like I didn't see
is
it
why
coming
none of
that
us
he
drive.
died, which I thought was pretty sad.
Yeah.
Wait, what'd you say?
That
Yeah.
he died.
I thought that was kind of out of left field. That was kind of like tacky.
Well, I mean,
If that's how it happened, how else do you write it?
I get. Well, I'm glad they put it in the movie, but it just felt like
it's one of those things where it's just
no
like
weight to it. I feel
the movie, the story was over,
Yeah.
but like I feel like if people like after that went and looked him up and they're like, "Fuck, he died." Like I feel like they needed to put that in there to have
Yeah.
closure for his character, like to be like, "Hey, like he did this
It's-
great thing, but then he did die doing what he loved."
Yeah.
So,
Kind of like what was I don't know the name. Is it Lone Survivor, where this guy survived this horrific
with Mark Wahlberg.
maybe
Like American Sniper is the same way.
Well, Lone
something like
Survivors.
that, and then the guy ends up being killed at the end of the movie by some random dude in America.
Oh, that's American Sniper.
American Sniper.
Lone
So,
Survivor,
yeah.
he survives.
Where the story isn't about the guy, it's about what he went through.
Yeah.
And then at the end, it shows him what happened after,
Yeah,
just so we're informed of what happened, or to be
the baby in that movie.
Yeah, the infamous baby.
I noticed it when I saw it in theaters for the first time.
baby.
I was too young. It's like a totally fake baby.
It's the fakest baby ever. It's
Yeah.
hilarious. It's literally like a baby doll.
It's like, God damn it, Clint.
It's pretty great.
All right, and then I was going to tie that in because I don't know anything about the Richard Jewell thing, so I don't want to research anything about that.
Yeah.
But if it's bad, and I'm like, okay, I don't need to see it, then I'll research all of it.
Pretty much all I heard is what the movie is marketing it as. They literally like
They, like, ruined his life.
Yeah, like the FBI. Like this guy was he
media.
was just doing his job, and he was really proud of his job.
The
and
Atlanta bombing movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
And pretty much just like how media and like how like just the government fucked this guy over, and it did affect his like life like the whole time. Like, and so I am excited for the movie. I hope it is. I hope it's not just like meh, like some Clint Eastwood
Mule.
movies are meh. Hey, I like The Mule.
He hasn't made a good movie in like 10 years.
Jesus.
Whoa.
That's a hard take.
American Sniper was okay.
I'm gonna look up what he's
The
been.
last
doing.
good one was
What's the name of this
Gran
movie,
Torino. Richard Jewell.
That's it? Okay. When's it coming up?
Yeah, before it was
December.
called like the Battle of Richard Jewell. So it was something really long. Sorry, I just.
The War.
Like he
of
made the
Richard
15 to
Jewell.
70 into Paris. He made Jersey Boys. He made The Mule. He made
Sully.
Sully. Yeah.
Actually, Sully was my first like critic screening I ever went to. I got to see that like a month before it came out.
Attaboy.
Wasn't
Yeah.
like the big thing for, what was it, 15, 7 to Paris? What was it?
It's like the 15, 17 in Paris. And like they're all the actual.
Right.
I didn't know
And that was
he
the only.
made J.
a pathesis.
Edgar.
Right.
I haven't seen
Yeah,
it,
J.
but
Edgar.
I didn't know he made that.
A lot of people hate that movie.
I mean, out of the I've seen American Sniper, Sully, and The Mule. I think
You haven't
The
seen
Mule.
Gran Torino?
No, I have. I'm saying like
saying,
after
like this decade.
Yeah, like I think and Jersey Boy, but I haven't seen Jersey Boys. I heard that's kind of bad.
Yeah.
I thought American Sniper was good.
was okay.
Whether or
Yeah.
not you say we should be glorifying him or not, whatever. Sully was
Yeah.
a movie. It didn't need to be a movie, but then it turned out to be a movie.
Yeah.
15, 17 to Paris, I heard was awful, so I don't want to see that.
Like it's you just know it's going to be bad acting coming in because
Yeah.
they're not actors.
Yeah, they're not actors. But I liked The Meal. I thought The Meal was just kind of like it reminded me of Gran Torino, just like 10 years later. Like he's just 10 years older now, so he can't do as much. But I hope this is good, and it.
Yeah, so it looks pretty promising.
But
I
for-
love the Mule's first trailer and turn like. That was a really.
I mean,
good
he's
first
also
trailer to me.
racist in it, so it's great. Like,
Yeah,
it's
he
like,
plays a racist in like every movie now.
It's great.
It's like great. Clown.
But I guess to wrap up,
Classy.
like, kind of thoughts on Ford v
yeah, final
Ferrari.
thoughts and the rating. The rating as well.
I mean, for me, I gave it 4 stars. So
4 out
like,
of 5.
yeah. But I gave it an extra half star just for John Berthal. So
Wink.
Of course.
that was literally my review. I was like giving the extra half star for my boy. Like,
I was like, yeah,
because
like boys. In
I was really when I saw him, it went Matt Damon, Christian Bale, John Berthal. I was like, dude, he's gonna be in the movie.
boy.
Like, he got third billet. Like, I didn't think he was like. I knew he was in it, but I didn't know he was gonna be like in it.
Yeah.
Like he was like he didn't have like he had stuff to do, but then he always was in a scene, so I could just be like, I see you. So
final thoughts.
It
Caleb,
would have
and
been a
rating.
little better if he was like a part of the team.
but he kind of was.
Kinda
Like he
was.
always was.
He's
Well,
the
like he was
reason-
on their side, but I mean like their actual like team.
Yeah, that's true. But like I loved the scene in the offices, like when he like you knew he was like really hoping for Matt Damon, then like he was just
Right.
like
He's
fuck
pulling
yeah,
for
yeah,
him.
he was pulling for him.
My
like,
man.
And Josh Lucas, keep forgetting his name. Is that his name?
Oh, Josh Lucas, the guy who plays the asshole. Yeah,
He was
Yeah.
great.
he was great. Actually, probably one of my
What
favorite
else
scenes.
was he in?
American Psycho.
American Psycho.
Yes.
Yeah, he brought that up.
The only thing
I
remember.
knew I knew him from
Yeah.
something.
That's
I would have never guessed.
it was
that
killing
was
me.
it.
I had that other moment with the dad of Bethany and It. I was like, "Fuck, where are you from?" He's the lawyer in American Psycho at the very end.
Yes, that's what you said. Yeah, you said that in the podcast. Yeah.
Driving me crazy.
What I was gonna bring up, probably one of my favorite scenes was when they go to the Ferrari factory and they're taking all those pictures, and he's like, "Yo, like no pictures, like we're not
Yeah.
supposed to be here," and then it was all a ploy. And they made him
Yep.
sit in that office for hours and hours, so then they could go to that one dude to get the newspaper published. Like that was kind of like cool, like kind of like spy kind of stuff. Like they were like just gonna make
Kind
him
of
look
like
like idiots.
a nice historical moment of like
Yeah,
what happened.
yeah, people stabbing each other in the back, pretty much. But
God,
it was
and
good.
just what Ferrari said to him to say back to
Yeah.
Ford was intense. He called you fat, sir.
So yeah, what would you
Final
rate it?
thoughts and a rating, Caleb?
I think A minus is a good range for me.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, really enjoyable crowd pleaser, like we said.
Great.
Like my crowd was so into it, and I watched it at like 10:30 at night.
Our crowd was really into
Yeah,
it too. Yeah.
There's a guy next to me. He was like literally like, "Yeah, fuck yeah." I was like, "All right, buddy." It's like an Avengers movie. Or something.
For old people.
Yeah. Oh no, he was kind of younger.
Oh,
That's the
or
funny,
I guess
that's the funny thing.
car lovers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
right. It
Dude,
was
like seeing like not a big car person, but when they unveiled the Ford GT or like the Mustang, we're gonna call it the Mustang. I was like, this is kind of cool.
This is
There was history. Yeah, there's a lot
and
of
then
history.
your car sucks.
car fucking sucks.
I feel like all the Camaro guys are just like, yeah, Ford, Chevy.
But yeah, 8 out of 10. Closer to a 7. Like,
Yeah.
strong 7. Pretty solid 8.
Will you drop your letterbox review when this podcast is out?
That's why I've waited. Well, like I've been pretty lazy because birthday weekend. And,
Yeah, did you get drunk at all?
Yeah, how's,
Oh yeah, I
how's
got
it,
trashed Saturday.
how's it
Hell
feel
yeah,
being
dude.
21, dude?
Great. I could like order drinks in public now. This is awesome.
What did you drink? Did you go to like? Did you get some cocktails or
So
just beer?
Saturday was
Beer.
Georgia Auburn, so that's a big game. It's always like near my birthday every year,
Yep, freaking.
and we almost blew it.
Yeah,
But
that game was intense. I worked it. So.
I was 4 Reds Wicked Apples, and by the time the game ended, by the time really the fourth
Connor, were
quarter
you
started,
totally wicked?
I was. It was the black cherries. I love those. They're delicious. So I had that. Then we went to dinner afterward, like victory dinner. And we went to Mexican because I wanted to have a margarita with my mom. We got like,
Oh yeah, those big
bowl.
ones.
And
and
Fish bowl.
they knew I was tipsy, like pretty buzzed, and they put some tequila in
That's
that.
what's
I
up,
could
dude.
feel the tequila. I'm like, wow, mom, Jesus. And then we did 2 tequila shots as well with dude.
Oh,
I was
buddy.
trashed. Oh, I was done. My
I
parents
was-
were shocked. They've never seen me like
Were
that
you on all
before.
fours at the end of the night?
No. I could hold my liquor pretty well, but I was definitely very buzzed.
Dude, that's what's up.
Yeah.
I remember
It was a
had
good birthday.
my parents flew down, and then my grandpa and my step grandma flew out, and we just
Oh, yeah.
bar hopped the
Yep.
whole night, and then we ended up at the Four Seasons, and I had a fucking what's it called, old fashioned.
Okay.
Oh god, it was
You
so
had an
gross.
old-fashioned?
It was so
I
fucking
don't
gross.
get it. Are we
I,
just
I've read a
are we
bunch
just
of like
children? They look delicious.
It looks, but it's
Every
so
cocktail looks
fucking
good.
strong.
Yeah.
and I'm just like, this is what people like drank back in the
That's
day.
why it's called
It's just
old
fruity
fashioned.
whiskey. Like there's barely anything in it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not a big
gosh.
whiskey guy. So.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it was
happy,
fun.
happy birthday!
Thank you.
You are now 21.
I'm now can
Welcome to
legally
the club.
drink on this podcast.
Yeah, we're gonna be drinking for the celebration next week.
But yeah, good
Maybe
movie.
Matt, I don't know, but we are.
But yeah, enjoyable movie.
Enjoyable movie. Do you think it'll be in your top 10 of the latter half?
No, but it's as of now, it's like the back end of my top 20. So.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know where it is exactly.
And that like I've already put that. And then
It's definitely,
Pain and
it
Glory
won't
is
be
up
in my
there.
top 10 for the whole year, but it might be top 10 of the latter.
It might be an honorable mention because I gave it an 8 out of 10, so that's pretty good rating for me.
It's just, like you said, like I remember when you told me that your second, like top 10, or top 20 from your first top 20 are like almost completely different, and I can kind of see that. For me, more top 10
I mean,
than top 20.
this half
but-
is just way more heavier than the first half, obviously,
there's a
in
lot more
terms of
movies.
like actual film fans, like that watch the artsy fartsy movies and the independent films.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, I think this is when we are going to catch up on some movies
yay!
that smaller movies that have come out that have been.
The
Flooding-
LCR random movie corner.
And
I don't
I
think I've
guess.
seen any of these movies that you guys are going to be talking about.
Well, I guess we'll kick it off.
You can kick it off from Midway if you want.
Well, he didn't get to see Midway. That's why I was hoping
Well,
Matt was here. 'cause
okay.
Did we win? Did we win?
Did we win?
Did we win?
Did we win? Yes.
History?
That's literally. Sorry, spoiler. That's literally how the movie ends. Like Patrick Wilson's like, "We won," and then it just fades, and then it just kind of shows
Really?
where everybody like went, like their journey.
I've actually got that picture right there with me in the yellow shirt and my grandpa.
Yeah.
That's a World War II plane.
Hey. Shout out to Caleb's grandpa.
Rest in peace.
What's the director's name? Ronald
Reagan.
No, Roland Emmerich.
Roland Emmerich. So I just, like I said, I just watched The
Day
Patriot
After
last night.
Tomorrow, Independence Day.
And, like what I learned.
2012.
Yeah. He did The Patriot, and what
2012 is a masterpiece.
I've learned
A
is that
disaster piece.
he
that was good.
he takes history and he just makes it fun. Like
It's like Michael Bay to the max.
The Patriot, it is not historically accurate at all.
It's like Michael Bay without like the suave.
Yeah.
You know, like the style.
He
Wait, what's
just
the Patriot about?
the Patriot is just
Mel
about
Gibson, right?
yeah, it's Mel Gibson. It's
okay.
just about the French, like
It's just about Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
I was thinking of Patriots Day.
dude,
With Mark
literally
Wahlberg.
every
Is that
scene.
what that is?
Yeah, Patriots Day with Mark Wahlberg.
That's Peter Berg.
Every scene, I was just like, Mel Gibson needs more blood on him in this scene. But like Midway is just a fun war movie where you're just like, fuck yeah, America. But the dialogue
America
is awful.
Fuck yeah.
Some of the accents were really bad. Nick Jonas was really bad in it.
Oh my God, Nick Jonas was in that.
I think the movie forgot he was in it 'cause he was in it for like 4 minutes.
He's gonna. Is
There
he
were
in the
too many
next
big names in that
Jumanji?
movie.
Is he
Yeah,
gonna be in the new
he's,
Jumanji?
he's gonna be back in it.
He was decent in the first one.
Are you excited about that? Do you think it's gonna be as good as the first one? Because the
Yeah,
first one
the
was
first
a surprise.
It was carried by the comedy. I think the comedy's gonna.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah.
Even though some of the dynamic is
Nah.
I
different.
guess we had to just research who the writers are. If it's the same writers.
No, but yeah. So Midway, I wish it was. It's PG-13. So I kind of wish it was rated R.
Yeah, war films that are PG-13.
Because it opens up with Pearl Harbor. So if you don't want to watch Michael Bay's Pearl Harbor, just watch the first 15 minutes of this movie because it does Pearl Harbor.
Overbloated mess that Michael Bay Pearl Harbor is.
That Michael Bay.
We
That-
saw it in Dolby though, and that was our first war movie in Dolby, and it was really good. I think just like the vibrations.
You know what I'm excited for? Kind of going early with our most anticipated, but 1917 looks
Oh,
really
yeah.
good. That's shot by Roger Deakins.
That's
It's
out
gonna
already?
look- No, it's coming out.
And,
Okay.
Yeah.
Late December.
Um,
And Sam Mendes. You know it's gonna be good.
but I'd say like C plus for
Okay.
Midway. Like it's a movie you can watch. Like
It
if you
is a
like,
movie.
if you can watch it
Stop.
and you're just like, that was a movie. Like there was some fun moments.
Wasn't it number
In a
one?
movie not about like a fresh battle that we didn't know about or haven't
Yeah.
seen yet. That's
Yeah,
what I mean.
like my only actually like one thing I really thought was cool was freaking Two-Face. What's the actor's name?
Aaron Eckhart.
Yes, he is only in the movie for like 2 minutes because the movie forgets about
Battle
him.
LA guy.
Yes, they were the first people to ever bomb Tokyo.
Really?
Yeah, like he was just like, fuck it, we're gonna go bomb Tokyo.
Like he was the one that wanted that. That was the idea.
Mm-hmm.
He made the idea.
And so they bomb Tokyo, but like it was kind of like a suicide mission because they weren't gonna have enough fuel to turn around.
Wait, are you talking about?
Wait, Hiroshima and Nagasaki?
Yeah,
or
are you talking about
Tokyo?
the nukes?
No, like there's like bombing.
Oh.
Like just like they were just gonna drop some bombs, not like nuclear bombs. They were just-
Yeah.
And so
Just bombs.
like they do that, and then they're just like, all right, guys, I don't know if
We
we're
got 'em, boys.
I don't know if we're in Japan or if we're in China, but we're dropping out of this plane because we're out of gas. So they drop out of the plane, and he ends up in China. And then like they are, and obviously Japan hates China, and they're like killing all the Chinese people.
Yes.
And so Japan knows that there are 12 Americans in China, and so they apparently, I think it said they killed over 200,000 Chinese people looking for those 12 Americans.
Oh my god.
And I was just like, where was that movie? Because like literally,
That's like a horror movie.
it's set up like
That's
for more scenes
awful.
of him and his
so
crew.
they just like
Dropped that.
Oh.
in there.
this also happened.
Yeah, like that
wow,
happened,
like, Jesus Christ,
and
200K.
then it ended up with like
That's a
him
state.
like being like he made it out alive, and like all 12 of them made it out alive.
Mm.
And it said that they had a reunion every year until the last person like died, and I think they just died last year. So like it's crazy that all 12 people jumped out of a plane, landed in China, and survived.
That's the
But
most American thing.
200,000 Chinese
I
people
hope
died.
that. I hope it's
so many innocent
20,000
people.
instead.
Yeah, it's a lot of people.
200,000.
I think it was that many.
That's
a-
Holocaust
yeah,
level.
that's a good fraction of the Holocaust right
Yeah.
there.
I'm pretty sure.
I was gonna say,
dyslexic,
where's-
so
yeah, we'll see.
I was gonna say, where's our Rape of Nanking documentary? But Japan does not want that movie to be made.
so that's Midway. It made money, more than Doctor
Yeah,
Sleep.
like what I was gonna say. Didn't it make? Wasn't it number one its opening weekend?
Mm-hmm. It made like 20 million. Doctor Sleep made like 14.
Those boomers.
Yeah, the boomers.
But yeah, boomer.
Okay, boomer.
Let's bring up the Lighthouse so you can get your little thoughts in.
Yep.
Go for it.
Besides the filter.
Besides the
Your first
foreshadowing.
thought. Your first.
My first amazing experience. Definitely will be in my top 5 total by the end of the year, both first and second half. Yeah, it's just like you watch The Witch, you're like, all right, this is a good start to this guy's career. I really like this film, and he really enhances just about everything about his potential of a filmmaker, and it's just everything technically about the film was just like you couldn't do it any better, honestly, in my opinion. It could be a pretty difficult watch for a lot of people in terms of dialogue and like you don't know what's happening. And it's not like a gigantic plot. It's pretty isolated, and that's the main thing is like this isolation, And I feel like a big theme is also like your purpose and just like identity, because like we bounce around a lot of names we never know who these two guys are really. Like they say one thing, you're like, are they telling the truth? Are they hiding something? And it's just really interesting, just like seeing these two, I will say, elite actors. I feel like they're two of the best actors working right now, especially Willem Dafoe. And Robert's easily like where his career started, and that's where all the jokes come from. But like these last few years, he's just nailed every single performance. And like if you're not excited for him as Batman, like
you're an idiot.
You're wrong.
Yeah.
Like I'm sorry. This guy is as good of an actor as you can get, and like he's always been a great actor, but he's now finally getting like his great roles that he deserves, and this easily. Because honestly, like coming in, I was like, oh, Willem Dafoe is easily going to have the better performance, But honestly, I'd say they're neck and neck, like in terms of quality performances, and like it's just amazing, like. Just so much dialogue, like long, like lingering shots on like Willem Dafoe.
I like that one big monologue.
Crazy monologue.
Yeah.
I'm like,
so good.
Like, how the fuck do you pull that off? Like, it's so impressive. So yeah, easily one of my favorite films of the year.
The one thing, like, I do really want to watch it, but I feel like this is like the movie for the theater, and I don't know if it's gonna have like the same.
Pretty much out of the theaters right now.
Like I don't know if it's gonna have the same impact on a TV. Like
right.
Like it's
and
gonna be.
It sucks because I watched The Witch on a TV for the first time and didn't see that in theaters.
Yeah.
I think that would have been amazing to watch, like that atmosphere.
Especially for the ratio that it's filmed in, it's gonna like be really small on a TV now.
Yep.
So I don't know how that's gonna go.
And the sound, I feel like you really need a good sound system because like that constant like
the lighthouse
sound.
Noise is great. The siren or whatever
and
it
like
is.
the score is perfect. It's just everything technically about it. What's holding me back, which sucks because I wanted that second viewing to like confirm if I liked it better or not, but I couldn't enjoy it. I literally was there for like 15, 20 minutes. I couldn't watch it anymore, which really sucked, and I hated that because now it's out of AMC, so I like have to really go out of my way. I'll probably see it at Midtown Art Cinema because it's still showing there. But I'll see The Irishman tomorrow. There.
Yeah, you joining us?
You want to go? 3.5 hours.
I guess
That's good money's worth.
Yeah,
3.5 hours.
If you think of it that way, you're like, okay,
that is truly
it's like $12
entertainment.
Like,
yeah. But Lighthouse, amazing. I would see The Witch first if you haven't seen The Witch, and then like. Because I'm glad you did, even though like you were like you only liked both of them, like you weren't in love with both of them.
Yeah, I think for the film buff, I like The Lighthouse more. Just
you can appreciate it. Like you don't have to love it. Like it's your opinion, but like you can appreciate what he's doing.
Yes,
you know,
I can
like,
totally. I'm just like this is
like
every
how the fuck did
filmmaker's
they get
dream.
some of these shots and like
I do want to see a short film, The Tall Tale Heart.
Yeah. Oh, was that Edgar Allan Poe? Tall Tale Heart?
Yeah, he did. It's like 20-minute short film. So
all right,
I think that's what got him.
Apparently, he's making
there.
a Nosferatu movie.
Yeah,
so I don't know if that's gonna go. Through.
I don't
know if he's still gonna keep doing that. Because that was announced a few years ago, and then this came out. Like, so I don't know.
I'm in love with the original one. I want to see the newer one, but I think after watching Lighthouse, he would do the movie justice.
Just keep doing horror. I don't give a
Yes.
shit what you do. You need to do horror. You're one of the best horror directors.
but
easily, in my
he could do it. He could do Nosferatu really good because I love the original
just
Nosferatu.
atmosphere. Like
So-
the atmosphere of these two films, that would fit perfectly with like a modern Nosferatu, I feel. So yeah, I didn't really hear too much. I think I watched a little bit at the beginning of your initial reaction. So how did you feel about The Lighthouse?
I loved it.
You
Really
loved
liked it.
Okay.
Somewhere in between there.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah,
great
you
time.
watched it alone.
Yep.
Mm.
Really tired. Got like 4 hours of sleep,
Ooh.
but powered through it.
Yeah.
It was a little slow at first, and like you said before, like the dialogue could have really helped if there were some subtitles.
Yeah, a lot
Especially
of
in
people say that.
especially
With
in the
how
beginning.
thick
I'm
of an
good.
accent
I'm pretty
Willem
good at
had.
like picking up those really. The one that I had trouble with.
It was just the beginning.
Yeah, was the witch and the father. That was hard for me
Yeah,
to make
the
out.
father is really
Because
tough.
he has, it's just his voice.
Yeah.
And that's why he
Raspy
casted him,
motherfucker.
And I was like, it was really hard. Some of the witch. I had more trouble with the witch than this, honestly. Because this is like, I don't know, just growing up around a lot of different English accents, maybe.
Yeah.
Like just around the country, I guess. And you're like, I just look out for like, because I'm also like really focused in on the film. So I'm like, because I knew it was going to be difficult to try to make out what they're saying. So it's like, all right,
How long have we been on this rock?
2 weeks.
2
5
days.
weeks. 2 days.
It's great.
Help me to recollect.
I guess we'll do, since I've seen it the most recent and you watched it a while ago, Jojo Rabbit.
Yep. Another film. This wasn't AMC's fault, but I also had a problem with my second watch, and I felt really bad for my friend
I
Matthew.
do have a better
Donald Trump!
understanding
ruined
after
my
watching
day.
Stuckman's review. I didn't really understand the premise of it, but now I get it now. Yeah.
In terms of what?
I thought Hitler was real. So
Oh.
yeah.
Okay.
I could honestly.
Wait, did you watch it?
No.
Oh, okay.
From
okay.
the first trailer, I thought Hitler was real.
Yeah.
Too.
Well, I knew the premise like a while ago because like I was like, oh my god, Taika Waititi. Blah.
Yeah.
And so I knew he was because that was like the main premise, like it's a little boy and his imaginary Hitler.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it
I
makes
can
sense.
see
That's-
why.
That's how you idolize him.
Yeah, I can see why you guys would think he's real because he's like literally in the scene with him. You know, like so.
But definitely after the very first scene, it's established he's
Yeah.
not real. So, like, if you went into the movie thinking he's
yeah, everything
real,
in the
he's
camp, and it's like no one else, you know, as mentioned, like, oh, why is Hitler here? You know,
not. Yeah.
The
Why is
Hitler.
there why is there a
Hitler.
brown Hitler here? You know, yeah, really enjoyable. I've seen all of his films. I caught up before I saw this. I saw his very first film like April or May around there, so I caught up a few months beforehand.
Oh.
And I would say this is his second worst film. So like second to last in terms of his. He's only made 6. This is his sixth. So yeah, second to last in my opinion. His first one's kind of rough, but it's like really really low budget.
Everybody's first movie is going to be possibly the
Especially
worst.
like in New Zealand. Like New Zealand doesn't have a big film
Yeah.
industry, you know, and he films everything in New Zealand.
It's literally Jackson.
It's like him, yeah. It's like honestly, he's one of the biggest, you know, like idols for them in the film industry in New Zealand right now.
especially now. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's more prominent.
But yeah. I mean, it's still really enjoyable. I've at least really really liked all of his films. You know, like the minimum.
Isn't your favorite Hunt for the Wildebeest?
Boy,
Oh, boy. Is.
yeah,
Okay.
I love that movie. Honestly, yeah, that's like another movie like father figure, little boy sort of thing. And it's like perfect, like Kiwi humor at its best, in my opinion. It's so funny. You need to see it. But and then like What We Do in the Shadows is like right there, like my second favorite.
Yeah, that was my first one. I watched that, and then I
So
watched.
fucking funny.
I've seen Thor, obviously. we all
Yeah,
have.
that obviously that was my first one. Like,
And then
it's like, oh, this is Taika Waititi guy.
now JoJo. So those are the three that
got
I've
it cut
seen.
out.
He's got it going on.
For me, Jojo Rabbit was just like maybe the sweetest movie I've seen this year.
Yeah, your letterbox review says like the movie you really need.
I just
right
needed
now.
like it was
wholesome.
it just lifted me up.
Are you
like,
okay, buddy?
Well, like not like I'm not like depressed or anything, but it's just like a
You
lot
don't
of
get a
the-
lot of films like that.
No, like-
that's that good.
That's
you know?
like it's really good.
It's
and
actually
like,
good and like not cheap with its like sincerity.
But then like when it hits you, like the symbolism with the shoes.
Yeah,
Like fuck, that hit me bad.
that
And
was
but
like a gut punch.
then like just the innocence of
God, everybody's been bringing up the shoes. I need to see this.
the love, like the kind of like the love that he had for the little Jewish girl, and just I don't like the visuals were really good. I love the
I mean, it
shot
looks
when
great.
it had the butterflies, like the
Yeah.
shot of the butterflies.
He has a lot of that like it looks indie.
Yeah.
You know, this definitely looks like an indie film, and that's great to see.
And Scarlett Johansson's really good.
yeah,
probably
she's having
one-
a big year. Marriage
probably-
Story coming out.
One of my favorite scenes was the dinner scene that they had together. That was probably one of my favorite scenes of the movie.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Oh, and I love the music, like the actual songs.
Yeah, I like the choir.
Yeah.
like the little children's choir. shit.
My only gripe
Oh.
with it is
Yeah.
the camp.
Okay.
It's literally just like
Oh, like how little we
yeah,
get.
it's just like 10 minutes of the
It's
movie.
mainly like the love story we get.
Yeah.
like, that's most of the film.
It's most of the film, but it's really good. It's really funny. Sam Rockwell is awesome in
Sam Rockwell's so good.
it. Theon though,
Dion's in it?
he was a glorified extra in my opinion.
Oh.
The Sam Rockwell's like second half.
Yeah, so he's in John Wick.
Yeah, he's Theon from Game of Thrones.
Oh, gotcha.
And
Their little gay.
Yeah,
their
their
little
little-
romance.
yeah.
That was awesome.
but like, didn't you think like he had like 2 lines of dialogue?
Yeah, but I think like it's just like his Sam Rockwell's, ball partner guy.
I
guess
know.
he
It
doesn't
was just
say a
cool to
lot.
see him in something else besides like after Game of Thrones. Now he's in, but
Yeah.
then like he was in the movie, but he only had like 2 lines.
Just a goofy character.
Yeah, he was goofy. Like, and Rebel Wilson was pretty good too. Like,
She was okay. Like obviously, this is one of her better roles.
yeah, she was better in.
She's got a rough German.
in the third act. She kind of got annoying, but
Yeah, I feel like that. I think my favorite joke with her is they're at the pool and she starts way over there.
yeah,
And she's like, "Oh, I know something."
and she just starts
Yeah.
scooching
Oh,
over.
that's
yeah.
so funny.
Yeah, that-
but just like visual humor. But Stephen Merchant, I love. Really, really, really tall man.
Oh, the
Caliban.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. That was a great scene.
He's so funny. How Hitler? How Hitler?
Heil Hitler. Heil Hitler.
Oh my god, that's so
It
funny.
just kept going on, and then the movie just ends beautifully. I thought that was the perfect ending. So it's a very sweet movie.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. You gotta go see it.
Rating
Yes.
for JoJo.
Rating for JoJo?
JoJo.
I'd say 8.
JoJo Rabbit.
Like I would say like an A minus probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, 7 out of 10 for me. I think my biggest gripe with it is just like how he tackled this story.
It's
Taika.
hard
Yeah, which is
to
difficult.
joke about the Holocaust.
Yes,
So-
and that's
Was
like
this a true story at all?
no.
but like some of the settings might be real, but they really never say like specific camps or like a
And there's no
city.
dates or anything.
Yeah, so
like-
it's just like it's like towards the end of the war because like Hitler
Yeah,
kills
Hitler's-
himself.
yeah.
And then-
Spoilers.
yeah,
I think he's
Wow.
still alive.
yeah,
It
right.
could be.
Cuba. Everyone's living
Chill
in
with
Cuba.
Tupac.
Yeah,
Hitler's really come around now these days. He's changed his
he's a
mind.
changed man. But yeah, that's just my biggest gripe. How he tackled it because I was like really. I'd probably say this is my most anticipated for like the second half because of just how much I love Taika and like I was like, oh man, I can't wait. How is he gonna do?
Yeah,
this?
your hypes were pretty high.
How is he gonna
so-
do this comedic, jab at a terrible man?
Could you imagine if he got like a Star Wars movie or show?
He might, dude. Disney's putting him in
Put guy-
everything. He's in the Mandalorian for God's
Got
sake.
his feet wet.
He's doing Akira, right?
Everyone
Is that
wants
still
to do-
happening?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Akira.
everyone wants to do something with Taika, which is great. He's in Rick and Morty. He was one of the new aliens in episode 2.
That's good. That's good that he's.
You guys
doing
gonna?
it. I think what really got him out before Thor was What We Do in the Shadows. That was the movie.
And this TV show in the 2000s,
Oh,
Fly
yeah.
of the Conchords.
Yeah.
Oh
A
yeah.
lot of people love that show. I need to watch it.
Whoa,
Yep,
Connor
7
watching TV. What?
7 out of 10. Well, it's Taika.
Oh
Well,
my gosh!
Come
And
on.
you haven't watched Breaking Bad. I'm sorry.
Come on. I like comedy shows. I gravitate more towards comedy shows than serious. So.
One movie that I think we should be very vague on because Caleb needs to experience it, but I want to talk about it for a minute. Parasite.
It sucks that Matt's not here.
I know. I wish.
Another film.
really wish Matt was here for
And you
Midway.
guys didn't do
and
your freaking
Parasite.
initial reaction on it.
Yeah, we forgot.
Oh.
We were supposed to do that after Doctor Sleep or before, but I just forgot.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, you didn't even mention that.
thumbnails got-
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
forgot.
Oh, well.
But
But anyway, yeah, Parasite.
this was the movie
neither of
at
us-
Cannes that
yeah,
everybody was.
the Palme d'Or.
Yeah, it was just like this was the movie.
The
of
first
the
South
year.
Korean film to win Palme d'Or and the first film to unanimously win it since Blue is the Warmest Color. It's a big deal in South Korea.
Yeah, that's a really cool.
It's made a shitload of money all over the world.
Oh, that's
And
really
Really
good.
good. Like
And
a lot of money.
Lives up to the hype.
Yep.
Like
And now is the highest rated film on Letterboxd, narrative film. It passed The Godfather.
wow.
Whoa.
It's fucking good.
It's really good.
I
I
give-
wouldn't say it's one of my favorite films, but it's really, really fucking good.
I
mean,
give-
it lives
I-
up to the hype.
It's an A plus. Like
yeah, man.
Ooh.
I've
It's
seen
that
it
good.
twice. I watched it with
Yeah, I
Connor,
saw
and
it
then I
twice.
took Matt to see it. And
Yeah, I watched it with Jason and Akshay first time, and then I saw it with Andrew second time.
That
'Cause
was,
you had work or something. You couldn't go with
yeah,
us
you guys
that
were seeing
first
like on
day.
a Saturday
It
afternoon,
was Friday, I
or
think.
Friday night
Friday
or
early,
something.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
But yeah, like I knew nothing. I just knew the poster, but then I really didn't even know the poster. Like I
right,
kind of
like
just,
you just it's
seen
like,
it.
oh, that's kind of cool poster.
and you're just watching the movie, and you're just like, this is pretty funny, okay? And then, so that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and then it takes a turn.
Yeah, it takes a turn. So it's a great movie.
Literally
Huh.
takes a turn. Down.
But yeah, we will have to see it. I hope it comes
It's still
out.
playing. I mean, it's been
It is?
it's successful. You can find it somewhere. You can watch it. Still.
Yeah,
So you know what? Maybe I'll just skip Irishman and just watch 3 movies tomorrow.
go see Jojo.
I think it's
Rabbit,
playing at Midtown Art
Parasite.
Cinema, so we can watch that. Lighthouse and Irishman. You have a
Triple
Got to squeak in
feature
Lighthouse
in
again.
one day.
Fuck. We'll just give another international cinema class.
Sorry, Steve. I don't want to go to your damn class anymore.
Shots.
But
Anyway, Parasite.
But Parasite. I don't want to really say anything because
Yeah.
I went in knowing nothing and came out. Just
Yeah, apparently
memorized.
I just know there's 2 families.
Yep.
Yep.
That's all. That's really all you
That-
need to know.
just 2
That's more than
families.
I knew, honestly, coming in.
I-
I knew it was a family.
I see. I literally
it.
knew nothing
Like I saw some stills, and I saw like the dad and the mom and brother and sister.
because like as much as I heard this movie was getting praised, I never thought I would see it. Like I was just like, there's
really?
no way it's gonna come out here.
Oh.
But then it was so big that
That's
it
Bong
did.
Joon-ho. He's a big South Korean director.
And then, but like,
Bong Joon-ho.
yes, sir.
and so it's awesome that it
Bong
came out.
Hive, baby. We made it.
And like you said, that's making a lot of money. That's great.
Makes a
'cause-
lot of money, actually. Like honestly, like I think it's made worldwide in U.S. dollars. I think it's over 200 million now.
That's crazy for a South Korean film.
Yep.
So
Yeah, foreign language, no English. There's a little bit of English. It's like 2 sentences.
there is, but they still have subtitles for
Yeah.
it. So
And
the
it's-
whole
and it's
movie
for
is
comedic
subtitles.
effect,
Yeah.
too. So
Yeah, they're making fun of us.
yeah.
So
Yeah, just I really need to watch his other films now, even his English films, because obviously his English films are probably not as good. Like he made Snowpiercer and Okja.
Yeah, I like Snowpiercer.
yeah, I like that. You will like
I
Snowpiercer.
probably like Snowpiercer.
Oh, you haven't
But-
seen it?
Okja just came out last year, right?
2017.
Okay.
That was the big start of the should Netflix get Oscar nominations.
Really? That was
the
it.
film.
That was it. I thought it was.
Or Beast of No Nation.
Yeah, I thought it was Beast of No Nation.
Well, that was a big one. Like Okja was like really because like a lot of people watched that movie. So like, yeah. But I need to see Memories of Murder, and he also made a movie called Mother, and he made Thirst. I think that's all of his films. Oh, and then The Host. He
Dude,
made
I'm
The
digging
Host,
the
too.
socks, by the way.
Dude, thanks, man.
Nice and funky.
Stance. They're really comfortable. $10 goes a long way for each pair of
I
socks.
think I've actually heard of that.
Stance socks. They have like an NFL line and stuff like that, and NBA and stuff. I'm sure you can get McCaffrey socks. Anyway,
it is
MVP
midnight.
socks.
Yeah. So yeah, Parasite, really, really good. That'll probably be in my top 5 too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But like overall, not just like the second half. It'll easily be top 5 the second half. So.
one movie I just wanted to bring up that I know neither of you guys have seen
Mm.
on Netflix, El Camino, the Breaking Bad movie.
Yep.
It was really good. So people
As a
can
Breaking-
say
as a film fan and Breaking Bad, is it different?
you can really it is shot beautifully
Okay.
and the dialogue is really good and the acting is really good. I think I actually appreciate it more as a film than a Breaking Bad fan.
Right.
As a Breaking Bad fan, how it ends with Jesse driving off and you're like, yes, he was free. I wondered, but I wasn't dying to know what happened to him. And so it's kind of cool. What's really cool is that, which I wish I did, I wish this was like the trailer dropped in June or something before. Like the trailer dropped like 2 months before the show came out, so I didn't have time to rewatch the whole show.
Yeah.
Like, there are flashback scenes. There's like the movie relies a lot on flashback scenes, and I wish I knew what episodes those flashback scenes took place in, because there are like characters that return, and you're just like, fuck, when was this? Like, what scene? Like, what season does this take place in? And so like, it is a little hard if it's not like fresh in your mind, but it's great. It's like I said, it's shot beautifully, and it wraps it up nice and nice little bubble. And
Sweet.
Yes, Walter White is dead. So
Wait.
that was the big theory, is that he's back, and Vince was like, "Fuck you guys, he's dead." Like, I'm not an idiot. Do you either of you have a random movie?
Yeah. Did you want to say something, because we've been talking a lot
Did you watch a movie without us or anything like
recently?
TV shows?
I don't think so. I wasn't prepped for this. Wow. No, I think it's okay.
No.
I'll keep thinking.
All right.
Talk.
I guess one film, I just watched it. I watched it the day after Ford v Ferrari. Pain and Glory.
I remember you referenced
Spanish
it to
film.
me. Yeah.
It's still lingering in theaters, so that's why I wanted to give it a shout out if you made it this far in the video. And the first act was kind of like, it was okay. It's like, oh man, I might not love this as much, but like the final 2 acts were like really strong in terms of like emotionally, because it's like semi-autobiographical about Pedro Almodovar's life, the director. Akshay has mentioned him several times. Like, he mentioned him whenever we were talking about like.
I feel like Akshay just says stuff.
Yeah,
and I'm
Akshay
just
does
like,
a lot. He's like an encyclopedia.
Yeah.
He's a very
I'm just
smart
like,
boy.
do you know what you're saying? 'Cause, how do you know all this shit?
Right, like he's a smart guy. So
It's a nice talent.
yeah, and so I obviously like have a bunch of his films in his my watch list. But yeah, just really, really wholesome. Like, it's really like it's not crazy. It's like a pure drama, and it's about like, it's like kind of meta, because it's like the main character, like it's literally autobiographical, but it's not like his name's Pedro or something, you know. Antonio Banderas is in it.
That'd be a fun movie to make.
Yeah,
I just don't think any of our lives have been that.
and his life is pretty
Interesting.
interesting. So like a lot, especially like his later life, which is really.
At Mitchell saying he was going to write a book about his life.
What's her name? She's a big actress.
Make it happen. and
Penelope
we'll see.
Cruz is in it. It's Antonio Banderas, Penelope Cruz, and a lot of
She
other
is
bigger.
babe.
Yeah, she's fine. She's fine in this movie. She plays his mother when he's really young, like as a boy. So yeah, really good. Hopefully you guys can see
gave it 4 stars?
9 out of 10.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it was like lingering at like an 8 or 7. Like that first act, like I wasn't the biggest fan of, but like it finally starts picking up in terms of like things actually happening in the movie, and it was really, really good. Like really emotional towards the end. It's a big mommy movie. Like he like a lot went with his mom, and he's a gay man, so there's like, you know, struggling with finding like an older lover. There's like there's some good writing towards the end, because things get set up and you're like, oh my god, they're gonna bring that back. And so yeah, really good movie, really wholesome. It's not one of my higher 9 out of 10s. It's like in the middle of the pack right now of like my top 20. I think it's like 8 or something right now. So yeah, really, really good. Really, really good.
I was going to say for
enjoyed
you, how's Luigi's Mansion?
Yeah, if you wanted to bring that up.
It's so fun.
I have watched a little bit.
Video game review.
Like, I get the criticisms with people, like, this game definitely wasn't going to feel or be as good as the first one, as far as, like, the atmosphere and the aesthetic, because the first one was very dark, but it still had, like, its goofy moments and whatnot. But what the third game does for the series is great. The ghosts were super funny, slapstick humor the whole time. And Luigi has like a lot of character. It's hilarious. Like when he gets scared, he'll just like stiffen up and walk away like this, and then he loosens up again. At the beginning, all the ghosts had like masks on because they were trying to be not suspicious. And Luigi would like talk to him, and then he'd turn and was like, "Okay," whatever that was. And there's just like a lot of character that I love. The toads have these little squeaky sounds when they walk. They're like, they're so adorable. He's all Toad trying to drive the bus, and you can't see past the wheel.
I like the little Godzilla reference that you showed me.
Have you seen Toad without his hat on?
I've seen plenty of those memes. Oh no, my son did my knot on my. But yeah, it was really good. Polterpup is as cute as always. I want him as a plushie. When we set up our PO box, send me a Polterpup.
What game on Switch are you looking forward to next?
Sword and Shield. Probably gonna get that tomorrow.
Oh, so it just came out.
Ooh.
Yeah, it came out Friday.
Okay, there you go.
Matt and I were just talking before
You gonna stream it?
went to sleep. Got to.
Got to.
Got to.
After I finished Louisa Mansion.
Any films that we're anticipating?
Yeah, I think we'll end it here with films
Some quick
for
list.
the last 2 weeks of November, and
Knives Out is next.
Knives. Well,
Seeing it Friday.
yeah, I'm seeing it. Matt and I are seeing it Friday.
Yeah,
It's
sadly.
an AMC early access.
Caleb's not gonna make it, so
No,
only.
Wait, how come?
work.
Damn it.
But Matt and I will have an initial reaction. I invited Connor, but he said "fuck you." And your initial reaction.
My dad kind
I
of
know.
got tickets. I'm sorry.
I know.
My
Family,
dad.
family first.
Well, I'll be home too because it's the break, so I'll already be back home. But anyway, yeah, we're seeing Irishman tomorrow. Seeing Waves on Thursday for me. Then Knives Out Friday. And then A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood is sometime this weekend because my mom wants to see that.
Yeah, we'll probably see that sometime next week.
Honey Boy is
What should,
next week.
What's our podcast going to be next week? Just celebration.
I think
Celebration.
celebration.
And then
yeah.
Knives Out is going to be the week after.
Yeah.
Celebrate good times.
And maybe not just Knives Out. Maybe we'll talk about like.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of films
Yeah,
coming
there's
out
a lot
like
of
right
movies.
now.
Yeah.
So thank God.
The end of the year is packed.
But anyway,
oh,
besides
dude,
that,
fucking Playmobil. Come on.
come on, man.
Come on, Playmobil.
Respect.
I'm really excited for that. Like we said, here we go. Actually, we were talking about Jumanji earlier. Let me see if the writers are the same from the first one.
Well, I looked that up besides Star Wars because obviously I'm going to watch that.
Obviously.
Honestly, I'm not really anticipating it, but I'm obviously going to watch it by default.
The last movie in the Skywalker saga.
I mean, obviously I'm going to watch it. That's what I'm saying. But like,
not
I'm not.
anticipating.
I'm not particularly like because I was really pumped for the first two, and then everyone just decided to start hating Star Wars, and that kind of made me sad.
So
And I just hate what Disney's done. Like,
It does put a sour taste in your mouth.
Yes.
there are 3 writers, and the 2 from the first movie are back, and a third one is added, who is an executive producer for the first movie.
Okay.
What else did you write?
But
so it's
also,
fair to say he helped
Yeah.
writing the first one.
but the
creative
first
decisions.
movie
Right.
had 1, 2, 3,
Oh my God.
4 screenplay writers, 1 screen story writer, and then a lot of based off film.
Yeah.
So-
Off the original.
Yeah. So
Okay.
it said there's 10 people credited for
Oh
writing
my.
the first movie, though this one only
Jesus.
has 4. So, and one of them is like based off the characters from Jumanji. So like, I don't ever count those people as
Yeah.
like writers.
Right.
Hey, yo, man, we're putting everyone's name on this. Jimmy, you want some of this? Give me that.
Well, like
Put my name on it.
on there.
I mentioned it in the Rambo movie, but Rambo has like 5 or 7 more producers than Endgame does, which I thought was insane. Let me look it
Yeah,
up.
they really
quick.
got a lot of different production companies, though. But other films that I haven't listed that I'm going to be seeing in the next week and a half. I mean, Queen and Slim I'll be seeing next week as well during Thanksgiving. There's a lot of good Thanksgiving movies.
When's 1970 come out?
Yo, here
Is
we
that
go.
at the very end?
Very, very end of the year, yeah.
Endgame had 16 producers. Rambo has 26.
Jeez, dude.
Dude, you guys are crazy.
I know I don't want to steal your thunder since you've seen it, but I can't wait for Uncut Gems. And when I mean that, I mean Good Times. I know you
Oh, Good
really
Time,
like
yeah.
that movie, and I really want to. I'm going to see it before we see.
You
it.
have to. I think it's on Netflix. So everyone see Good Time before you go see Uncut Gems. Get a taste of the Safdie brothers.
You
But,
mentioned Honey Boy, which I saw the trailer for the first time.
I'm surprised
seeing
that
JoJo.
that took so long for you to see that.
Yeah, I wasn't going out of my way to watch the trailer. I just if I stumbled upon it, I would watch it.
Yeah, I can't wait for Marriage Story whenever that ends up coming out. I really need to see that.
Richard Jewell, we talked about it.
Yeah.
Excited for that.
Hopefully that gets
Cats.
Ooh,
For all the
this
furry
year?
people out there.
decent. All you furries out there.
Coming out this year?
Mm-hmm. Coming out in December.
Where's our second trailer?
And then
Come on, dude.
Bombshell.
Oscars?
What are your thoughts on Bombshell?
It's gonna be like Vice. I'm not gonna watch it.
Yeah, it
'Cause
looked-
Vice pissed me off so much.
It looked like
Why
they were trying to copy Vice.
Because-
there's a lot I don't like about that movie. That's for another day.
And then Uncut
Christian Bale
Gems.
came
And
change your mind?
are you seeing Little Woman?
Yeah, because Greg Gerwig. I'm gonna watch that.
You're gonna watch it?
Yeah, I mean I love Lady Bird. So
I haven't seen the original, so
yeah, I feel like there hasn't been a great interpretation yet. So hopefully this is the first one.
and then end it with 1917. But
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna get to see it in December.
You don't think so?
No, because it says exclusively New York and LA, December 25th.
It said that for the favorite last year though, but I think that you might be right then.
So
Anyway.
Why?
and then it said world because they want Oscar.
Yeah,
It
They gotta
said
premiere it.
worldwide like January 17th. So
That's so dumb.
sucks ass.
I don't
But anyway,
know if we'll get to
so
see it or not.
2 movies you haven't said that I'm also anticipating is I don't know if this is considered foreign. I don't think it is. Portrait of a Lady on Fire. Have you seen that trailer?
I've seen the trailer.
French film.
Um,
That has been getting crazy.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
I'll be looking
You
forward
can
to
tell
that.
me. You can tell
And
me.
then Terrence Malick's new film, A Hidden Life. I'm really
Hidden Life. I don't think I heard of that
it's
one.
The German people, and they're like against the Nazi.
Oh
regime,
yeah, I saw that
and
trailer in
it's-
front of Jojo Rabbit as well.
That trailer's great.
That looks better. That looks more
looks-
intriguing than the Portrait of a Lady on Fire to me at least.
Yeah, it's
So
just my artsy fartsy films. So.
yeah.
I'll try to see a Terrence Malick film before this because he's been around for like 50 years as a director. Like he made The Tree of Life and like Badlands and The Thin Red Line and stuff like that.
For me, it's Knives Out. Is like
Most anticipated.
for the rest of the year, I think. Yeah, and then Star Wars.
I'll say, I guess as of now, Waves is up there, Marriage Story is up there, and Uncut Gems. I say those 3.
Top 3: Knives Out, Star Wars, Uncut Gems.
Yeah,
Those are my top 3.
Uncut Gems is gonna be really good.
I'm excited.
I'm really confident that's gonna be amazing. Like honestly, they're really great directors.
Kevin Durant.
What about you?
Carry it.
Top 3
It's
movies.
Kevin Garnett, not Kevin Durant.
I said Durant. I'm not paying attention right now. That's what I meant.
It's all right.
Star Wars. 1917. You know, that's not going to be this year.
I'm more excited to talk about
And
Star
Jumanji.
Wars if that's a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because
It's
I
gonna
know I'm
be-
going to have a lot to talk about.
Matt said he's gonna have to take a nap
That's going to be a beefy
before the podcast.
podcast.
So
How is Kevin Durant doing? The Knicks or the Nets?
He's on the Nets.
Nets.
He's out for the year because he tore his Achilles.
Dude, what is happening to like everyone that's from the Warriors?
Nets team sucks, man. Yeah, they just all got the injury bug.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's so nice seeing the Warriors.
Whoops, sorry. Golden
Being
State.
trash
They
right
just
now.
got their new stadium.
Who's your
too.
favorite? East and West. I don't really watch the basketball, but
I rep all Atlanta teams, so Hawks for the East.
okay, but realistically.
No, not Hawks, because like I'm one of those people. Like that's all my.
Okay,
Atlanta
you
teams.
get 2 East teams.
I guess the other East team. Ooh.
Celtics look pretty hot.
Oh! I thought you meant just like your favorite team.
No, I just
Like
who
who you're
gonna see.
picking.
Yeah.
Oh no, not the Hawks.
That's what I said realistically.
I meant like man, you're really like bashing on me liking the Hawks.
No.
Coming out of the East, it'll be the Bucks.
Oh yeah, the Bucks.
The Bucks will make it this year, and then
I like to see the Bucks.
the
take
West
it.
is tough. It'll be one of the LA teams. I think it'll be one of the LA teams. So Lakers or Clippers.
Is Griffin still on the?
No, he's on the Pistons now. Detroit.
Is that why the Clippers are doing better this year?
Yeah, well, they got Kawhi and Paul George, so that's a big deal. That was the biggest deal of the year. So, some sports news to end the podcast.
That's what I love about this
Sports.
free agency is like actually
Sports
got me interested in basketball for a little bit.
Yeah, free agency's fun.
Just 'cause it was
Any
just
sport,
shaking up.
except I guess NHL. I don't give a shit about NHL. But
Yeah, NHL.
there we go. Anyway,
there we go.
Yay.
Everything: video games, sports, and movies.
TV shows,
TV
movies.
shows.
We didn't really do comics or anime.
That's another
DC
podcast.
crossover with Watchmen is still active.
Yeah,
go check it
Yeah,
out.
go
I'm gonna
watch
check it out.
Yeah.
And My Hero
We just watched.
just caught up
the
on
most-
2 episodes.
yeah.
Dude, so good. So good. Kirishima had a new design for his upgraded power. It looks so good.
It was
Red
pretty
Riot. About to see my Red Riot in a minute. You know what I'm
A
saying?
little sleepy.
Well, it's the realization that my alarm goes off at 6:30. So
Yeah, I gotta go get Jason.
Yeah, I don't think
bed.
we thought this podcast was going to be this long.
Yeah,
It's all good.
yeah. No, well,
It was a good
anyways,
catch-up podcast.
Yeah, it was the catch-up podcast.
Catch
And
up.
Catch up.
We'll be with you
Hope
guys
there's
next
no
week.
mustard boys out there. Sorry.
Come on, we're from Chicago. You gotta put on your hot
Chicago.
dog. This has been Andrew.
Drake Bill and Caleb.
And Connor.
Peace, guys.
It's been good.